Well, I guess the lady's missing.
Yeah, but Byron said he's on his way.
Byron's on his way, so
Nika's here.
he can take the lady's spot. So, when last we played, you guys discovered who it was that was murdering the Skelpies by night. The poor Skelpies seemed to fall victim to the same ritual that you experienced in Holmford. That ritual where the eyes were extracted and a blade was plunged into their chest was evident on each of the bodies of the Skelpies. Sadly, you learn that it was your own Gordaz, the barbarian dwarf, trusty Gordaz, who was responsible for the murders, though he was not in control of his faculties at the time. Mercy Wint had possessed his body several days earlier and had been accompanying you all this time. Knocking Gordaz unconscious allowed Mercy's spirit to be ejected from the body of Gordaz, and you destroyed the ghost, though not permanently. Following that, you guys had determined that the time was now to move against Shothirith, the black dragon that served the Night Hags. However, Shothirith, the situation with Shothirith is complicated by the fact that you know the dragon has been marked by the Coven and is forced to do the Coven's bidding or suffer the same fate as your friend here, Hagmar, who is haunted nightly and mercilessly by the Night Hags. You were able to get some mandrake elixirs to allow him to rest. And indeed, you guys traveled west, stopping off at the Drathrish lizard folk mounds to feast and sit with your lizard folk friends. You took a night's rest there, and that night, thankfully Hagmar was able to roll his natural 20 and fend off the Night Hags.
But rolls 2 1s for the mandrake elixir.
So you got half an hour, like a drunken night's sleep. Or drunken night's trance, I should say, you're an elf. But in any case, you have set out for Shothirith's lair. You know that the hags have placed the werewolf pack within her lair, as much to defend the dragon as it is to keep an eye on the dragon, make sure that the dragon doesn't attempt to disobey the hags. So here we are. We left off in front of a gigantic fetid pool of water. Now, yes.
I missed that part. I knew it was given out. I know somebody did too.
I don't know.
All right, well, we're not there yet. We'll get there in a second. You guys traveled west from the Drathrish lizard folk mounds, and as you did so, you noticed that the fog became more intense. The insects became almost intolerable. The pools of water that you navigated around and through are loaded with insect larvae, and particularly fetid waters. The pool out in front of the cave opening, and the cave opening is about 60 feet of a muddy trail from the base of and at the base of this trail, you've got that giant fetid pool of black water. Thickets and briars grow densely on either side of the trail that rises up to the cave opening, and you noticed that, much like most black dragons, the numbers of insects have multiplied around the lair tenfold. In fact, you see things that you would consider very dangerous: scorpions, centipedes, and other biting and stinging insects that always seem to be attracted to the presence of a black dragon.
Can you get the age on him?
As far as you know, he was described as she was described as a young black dragon. So that was one thing that happened last week. You guys met with Soren Corallo, who seemed to be interested in aiding you in your endeavor to keep Quag Cove secure, protected from the hags. He obviously had no idea that the hags were present in town, much less that the entire hag coven made Blightmoor its home. So he offered you an item that he had recently acquired: a sword. Not just any sword, but a frost brand to aid you in your journey. Now, this was a loaned item, but as Malhavoc, be careful. Malhavoc had been away,
They still sort under there, Felix?
mourning the deaths of his friend Skelpies, in particular Oriana, who had taken even a more intense shine to as a father figure. He now learns that Soren Corallo has something of his, or had something of his, and he'll loan it to the party to aid you in your fight against the hags. A frost brand. So,
Wings really nice too.
it's real nice.
Very well balanced.
Yes, it is.
Got it at Walmart. It's on sale.
It's in the frost.
We like special.
All right, now you can interject, Bill. Malhavoc.
Can I interject though? Don't want to just be like, who's got it?
I just did.
Well, I've got it.
But we're outside
But
the
we don't
lair.
know if this is yours.
We're outside the lair. I don't think we have time for you to attune to it.
Right.
How long does it take? It takes an hour to attune. I mean, I'm thinking we want to hang out here for an hour. But
No.
that could be any amount.
Hey, do you have anything to purify blessed water?
I have purified food and drink, but I don't know if that's not quite making holy water.
See if we can purify like one of these pools.
That's a huge endeavor. It's a lot of water.
Okay.
I've got 3 holy
So,
waters.
it is your sword. I will return.
If you need it, you do need it.
I also have a Mace of Warden.
Does everybody have a
Warning.
magical weapon?
Like I said, if it's
But
it does take me an hour to attune
I am
to it,
attuned
then
to it,
there's no point,
so if you don't mind waiting for it until
Should
after
have
the
a
fight.
+1 dagger.
Fine.
He's eyeballing him. He's looking. That's fine. I'll remember this, but that's fine.
Don't fall down.
Well, for good, I think I would have to.
I think he's
return it to
dead.
its owner. But you do have to have 2 forms of ID and proof that it's yours.
Picture of me holding it.
Charcoal sketch.
It's totally mine.
All right.
So do we get the spells from leveling up, or do we have to wait another?
No, you got him.
Okay.
So how big is it? Is there? Can we see an entrance to this mound from where we're at?
I think it's.
Yeah, you saw the entrance. Remember, it's 60 feet up the slope, a muddy slope. The thin trail that winds its way up to the cave entrance is flanked by briars and thickets, and the briars and thickets are covered in insects. In fact, they almost seem to writhe.
I'm an alcoholic dwarf. My memory isn't so.
From 5 minutes ago.
So is there's a big pool in front of the? Do we have to go through this to get to?
You can kind of hug the banks of the pool to get in front and get to the trail.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go swimming in full plate.
And it's still really foggy here.
Yes, there's a dense fog.
Is the
Kinda
fog more dense here, or
What?
Is the fog more dense here, or
Seems to be, yes. Your vision is limited to about 30 feet.
Even with dark vision.
Well, dark. It's not dark. It's obscured.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start hugging the bank and walking around.
Yeah.
Were there mud spirits at any time? And then when
There are
they
no
stop,
mud spirits here at all.
I would expect them here, but then they fade off like,
Um,
at some point.
there would have been between the when you guys left the mounds about 4 hours earlier, you'd have probably seen some, but they would have quickly vanished as the terrain became even more blight. I mean, the Blightmoor earned its name because the swamp is fetid and it's disgusting, but the rot brought by the presence of a black dragon is exceptionally bad.
So we've been in it for a while.
Yes.
I'm gonna start going around.
You guys want to start hiking up there? Alright.
I was trying to encounter the dragon before,
Huh?
or
I'm
after
gonna
my encounter.
keep my sword drawn,
Okay.
or not sword, my battle axe
Okay.
handy.
Are you going to keep your sword drawn? Tell them how good it feels in the hand.
no? I'm not gonna tell him anything. I'm just gonna.
Wave it around his
Yeah.
face a little. See this M here? I have no idea what that means.
It's a W, man.
It's M for man.
Yeah. Well, actually, page 121. It could be a W.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's frightening to think of, but that's okay.
Just turn it upside down.
So you guys begin hiking your way up the side of the hill. Your feet sink into the mud several inches, and the ground here is wholly unsuitable to the growing of anything other than weeds and thorny bushes.
Stupid dragons.
60 feet up from the fetid pool, the steep, muddy slope leads to a dismal cave opening, partially covered in thick sheets of hangman's moss. Only about a 2-foot wide gap between the cave wall and the moss allows access, unless you want to push the moss out of the way.
Does it look like it's been moved?
It looks like it's been moved back and forth. Scorpions, centipedes, and other stinging vermin cover the entrance and seethe through the hangman's moss. It's probably close to noon. Nika, are you on high alert? Everyone here is on high alert. There's a dragon prowling about.
Anything in the sky with a dragon?
You look around, and of course, your sight's obscured by the fog, but you don't see anything.
Do we hear anything?
Make a perception.
That's low.
Natural one?
Ooh,
Nah.
22 or 23. That's a 9.
Josh, you listen closely. And from within the cave, you think you hear a scraping noise,
I'll say it.
followed by a grunting and then silence.
You sure we can't have our other buddy? What's his name?
He's at a funeral today. You guys got this.
He may be at 6 more. Additional. No, I think we got it.
There's only 6 of you. That's quite a capable adventuring party.
Okay. Keep you and Hagmar towards the middle.
All right. What kind of marching order you want here?
You and me in the front.
Yep.
You're more of a ranged character, right?
So this
A ranged character? He is Malhavoc of many blades.
Alright, then come up front with us. It'll be 3 to the front and
And Hagar. Oh!
I think our monk has arrived.
The monk is here. The horns have trumpeted.
And the monk is here just in time.
Dispense with yourself. Well done.
Hey, Byron, is that your D8 right there?
Probably.
Yeah, it was rubber banded all your item cards. Are you gonna sit over here?
I can.
Just more
Yeah,
space, I
since
think.
there's the white chairs over there.
I think the seat cushion is on the floor somewhere.
I sit on the floor for half a day, so.
Huh?
I said I sit on the floor for half a day.
And that sucks. So they have ascended the ramp or the steep slope, muddy slope up to the cave entrance. The cave entrance is shrouded in hangman's moss, and the hangman's moss seems to almost move and writhe from the numbers of scorpions, centipedes, and other creatures writhing in it.
Alright, well, I know we're going after a dragon. Yay. So let's go ahead and just do this, because my spells aren't shit anyway. Pass without trace.
Pass without trace. Okay.
Does give all of us like
As long as you're close to him.
Alright.
Anybody within 30 feet?
And I'm gonna pass Crusader's mantle. Everybody gets a D4 on damage.
How long does that last?
Till
I
next
believe it's now.
Welcome, Byron.
Mine's an hour, so
plus 12.
I don't have enough of you already.
Oh,
1 minute.
yeah, never mind. I'll hold on to that.
Yeah.
I'll keep it ready.
Crusader's mantle. It's a good spell.
I can put Death Ward on you guys in front.
That's a huge spell.
That's 8 hours.
All right. Let me mark the cave
You
entrance
seem so
here.
happy about it, too.
So who's in the front? Besides me.
I'll take point.
You said 1 shot.
And then we can follow right behind him and
Actually, you know
Shots of
what?
cocaine?
I wanna-
Or tequila. Shots of tequila.
Kind of don't want Hagmar in the back, or Hagmar in the back by himself, just in case something comes up behind.
we
Yeah.
don't want Hagmark anywhere by himself.
Yeah,
No,
Agmar by himself,
unless he's gonna rub that back
because then he just greases himself.
spot on something. That should be an attack. One of your abilities to rub that nasty spot on your back on people.
What? Yeah, I'll take mine since I have a plus 18 stealth at the moment.
Does anyone have dark vision?
I do. I have dark vision 60 feet.
I do.
Don't have it, but you're an elf, right? So you
Yeah.
have
I refuse
60
to
feet.
have it.
Here, I don't know how you guys want to march, but I'll just throw you there and I'll let you handle your miniatures.
Now
Me and
Havoc-
Malhavoc in the front. And
I'll keep an eye right there behind with him.
Holding a knife.
I should
Holding
probably
a
be in the
punch to
center.
his throat.
Or,
Kill Bill Stone, you're just gonna walk out and
There.
just get the distance and then go. Yeah.
Yeah, that way we can keep Hagmar in line, keep him surrounded by.
You're surrounded by punches. You want me one in front?
Oh, you're right behind him, so you can give him a good rapid in the back
Right
of
to
the
the
head.
back. Yeah, one or two in front. Just
So are you going to have a light source, or are you guys going to just rely on the dark vision?
who doesn't have dark vision?
But you guys, you can just follow us.
or in back. Oh yeah, because I like wandering
I
around.
don't know that I,
behind.
yeah, I don't know that I want to have a light out if we're walking into a dragon's lair.
Yeah, not yet.
Now remember, dark vision is black and white vision, and you still take a penalty on perception tests, as if you were in dim illumination, which is -4 or 5 to your roll.
That was a disadvantage.
So it was -4 or 5.
I've got a light cantrip, right? Don't you too?
I do, I believe.
Yeah.
I do.
So we could throw the light on quickly if we need to.
Well, the two people in back are the ones that don't have any kind of night vision.
I'm gonna check how light lasts.
How you evoke like the kindergarten.
Don't let go. Yeah, that one.
Crossing the street.
Light lasts 1 hour. is the color of my choice.
It's a red. It's tactical.
It's green night vision.
I want to be a dark light.
It's black light. Oh my god, what's this? We're getting into it.
All right. So are you Malhavoc? You're going to advance a little ways.
Yeah, just so we're not hauled up, just in case. I mean,
Okay.
dragons are smart enough to do it. Let's go ahead and just put a giant ball of acid in the middle of all of you.
Yeah,
Let's-
let's spread out just a little bit.
Subtract 5. It's subtract 5.
We know everything there is about.
So,
dragons,
as
right?
you guys, I don't know, it's an Arcana check.
I think you rolled.
Oh, you roll a natural 20, didn't you? What do you want to know?
What's their breath weapon?
Acid. A line of acid.
And we're going down a line.
Yeah, so what I'm going
Well,
to
I
do
mean,
in that case
that's
is
why
just kinda
you
move-
would build your layer with the lines.
Lots of straight lines. All right, everyone make a perception test as you guys advance, if you have dark vision, and take -5.
I'm making it.
Okay,
20.
So -5
You have dark vision?
is-
Yeah.
Where are you?
5. I'm 2 6-sided.
That's a 1.
Yeah.
That's 20.
6.
What do you got?
I don't
Nothing.
have dark
Okay,
vision.
so you don't see. I see darkness. So as you're walking forward,
So you
Hagmar,
spread. So we spread out and then left the 2 people that can't see because you guys don't want a light source in the back stumbling around.
It's only 10 feet to the wall.
Good
We're
work.
just going to bounce around.
so Hagmar, you'll notice that
Good work, Jack Wagons.
right here,
Cast
there's
a
kind
light
of
in.
a very rough and crude, an extremely steep set of steps that are leading up off of the main hall right there, and you would have missed it had you not been looking very carefully with your natural 20.
I'll point that out.
So it actually looks just like part of the wall, but when you realize it actually lines up.
I'll cast lights like on a wall so that people can actually see what. Who don't,
Okay.
who don't have.
You want to put him past him? Oh.
All right. No more.
Well,
Nika.
you want to put me. And,
So move yourself up to that corner,
Been there, done that.
Hagmar.
hey, move us past that.
Up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. So you're gonna cast light on the wall.
Let's see how far.
Just touch a spot on the wall. And
Is it like a lot of light or?
it's 20-foot radius,
20 foot.
and then 20 foot
It's
in.
like a torch.
Yeah.
So it's 20-foot radius, 20
More
foot
like a
depth.
target. So,
Yeah, should.
You want to do that?
I feel like that you're wording it like that's a bad thing.
No, I'm asking you what you want to do.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. So you illuminate the area, and you immediately see in the mud at your feet fragments of bone, bits of gear, and other shattered bits of weapon in the mud at your feet. And the bones seem to scatter up this steep incline on the wall to your left.
Put that light out. You're giving our position away.
You don't think he doesn't know we're here.
I'm sure he does, but
I'm gonna
why paint ourselves a target?
put the light out and point it out.
Why give him any extra bonuses into wasting us?
Oh, he won't need any.
They'll have plenty of
So it's
bonuses to
basically a
waste you with.
staircase.
It's a steep. It's almost like you have to climb up it.
I'll point this out. Just say, hey, there's a staircase right here, and I'll put out the light. Due to
Nika.
sound request.
should we go forward or should I try and point it?
If he turns out the light, I wouldn't mind checking it out.
I just turned.
He already turned it out.
Okay.
Try and scale it.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check.
12.
12, just enough. So you begin, it's very muddy and slick, but you're able to balance on the thin ledges of the crude makeshift staircase here.
Did it stealthily.
Yes. What's your stealth?
Give it a roll.
Yes.
With advantage.
Huh?
Can I close the belt again with advantage?
If you want to, sure.
19 plus 18.
Pretty high. But when you poke your head up over the edge, there are two werewolves who are lying in wait there and immediately attack. And they both begin howling loudly, growling and snarling. So let's see, we've got Bowden. We've got Antis. We've got Mitch. Hagmar.
Yep.
Malhavoc. And we have Snog. And then we have Monsters.
Snogs are terrible.
Snog weasel teats.
Jesus.
The terrible weasel teeth.
Sunday's character's name is Balzac.
Wow. I'm excited to hear what Jeff has to do with that one.
Oh, man.
Alright, Bowden, what'd you get for initiative?
17.
Antis?
6.
6. Mitch? Crisis.
5.
Hagmar?
13.
Malhavoc?
21.
Snog?
13.
Yes.
Critical dice.
Fail.
70.
No! So the werewolves begin howling and shouting and screaming, and it's Malhavoc's turn.
Run!
So am I up the ledge, on the ledge?
You are still hanging on to these crude steps.
So theoretically, if I just let go, do I
And
fall?
you would just fall.
Does that provoke?
Yes. Leaving their reach would provoke. And you would tumble, taking a little bit of damage, d6 damage.
Acrobatics won't affect
Huh?
that? Acrobatics won't affect that?
If you make your acrobatics check, you can eliminate it.
Yeah, just do that.
Okay. So, a couple claws at you. I got that no out of the way on my critical dice. This session brought to you by Critical Dice. 14 and an 11.
Nope.
Alright, make your acrobatics check.
Oh.
Alright, so you tumble down backwards, and yet all of the rest of the party begins to hear howling and screaming and growling,
My coccyx working.
and splat in the mud at the base. Let's put Malhavoc.
I'm gonna shift.
Sure.
Oh, it's not
And you
my
take
turn.
2 points damage.
He shoots and laddered.
Can I move?
You
Or am I prone? Or
you use 10 feet of your movement falling.
okay.
And you failed your acrobatics, so you are prone.
And then at least can I get up?
Yeah.
That's another 10, right?
Yeah.
Back up.
Okay.
Just against the wall if I can. Yeah, just right there. Yeah. Pull my bow.
Pull your bow. Is that all you do?
Can I see him? Can I-
No, but you could say something.
Yeah, as I fell, I'd probably werewolves.
Werewolves! Alright, up next we have Bowden.
So when you said werewolves, I'm going to assume they're from up there, and I'm going to move myself to this side of the door and hold an attack action until I see a werewolf.
Okay. Up next, Snog. What's your dex bonus?
+1.
So Hagmar's up then.
Me?
Yes.
What should I do?
I don't know. What should you do?
You should grease the slips.
Not that they're slippery enough.
I don't have grease ready. Or Thunderwave.
What are you doing? Grease ready. You always talking about grease.
He loves grease.
I took out grease and Thunderwave for Wall of Fire and Dimension Door.
So you mentioned you were hungry?
Yes.
Balls is for a wizard.
He's gonna take you.
I'll move there and wait. If I move here, can I still see a werewolf coming from there?
Yeah.
I'll move there and ready a firebolt when I see.
So you're ready to cast Firebolt. So your hands begin to glow with a soft reddish glow.
When I see a werewolf.
Okay. So Snog. Josh, could you give me a Mountain Dew?
I think we're out.
What?
How many Mountain Dews have you been drinking this week?
None.
I just checked the other day.
Who's on this side of that
Look in the
doorway?
fridge.
On that side?
Yeah.
That's Bowden.
me.
Oh, you took my spot.
Bowden.
Take the other spot.
Alright, I'll go to the other side of the doorway.
It's okay, it took my symbol.
Bowden's taking everybody's
Okay.
stuff.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith.
Pretty bad. You just didn't want to sit in the swamp for an hour.
Huh?
Pepsi, root beer, Sprite.
Something with caffeine.
Pepsi.
I'm gonna ready an attack action.
Okay.
And cast Shield of Faith as a bonus action. And just
Ready in case something comes down.
right.
Okay. Thanks, Josh.
You decided you need to mount the camera.
So
That's
so
all
now-
coming.
I need to attach a GoPro to Nika.
So
No.
I've got
Have a Nika cam.
+2 to my AC for 10 minutes.
All it is
Okay.
chasing balls.
Is that concentration?
Yes.
Okay. Up next, we have Antis. Antis, who is at the entrance to the cave still. So you can see, Antis, you can see the soft glow from Hagmar's hands down the tunnel.
Sweet butt lotion on again.
But there's no like light.
And a lot of
Where is
hauling.
the light?
There is none.
Okay.
They banished it.
Did you do that?
Yeah, but I won't be able to see anything.
No.
So I'll cast light, and just put the point on the end of my mace.
Okay.
And then I'll move up to here, so I can see that.
Oh yeah, now it's all illuminated. You can see all the debris on the ground. Mitch Bean. Okay. So the werewolves stay aloft, howling, and growling, and making kind of a horrid barking noise.
They're basically the alarm.
Malhavoc.
So either turn off the alarm or keep moving.
How many fireballs can you cast?
3.
You can put a,
Whoa,
Up
Nika.
the tunnel so far.
put a fireball up there.
For only 2 months.
Can I back up? Because that thing's gonna funnel.
The old first edition compressed fireball that you used to have to compute. You'd have to compute the volume of fireball and see how it would fill up down hallways.
Yep.
And then if you threw a lightning bolt, it ricocheted off surfaces, so you get your geometry slide rules out and everything, and figure out where it's going based on the angle you shot
Actually,
it
we
at.
figured out how to start the lightning bolt at the target's feet and have it bounce up and down. So they just continually took 6d6 damage.
That's the chunky salsa rule.
Yep.
That'd be great for dragons.
Alright.
How many times?
Make 17 rolls. Well, if you've got a hull that's 10 foot tall and it's a 120 foot bolt,
Yeah, it's 12 times.
12 times that thing bounced back and forth, so that's 12 save throws for half damage.
And 12 damage rolls.
Yeah.
12, was it 12 or 66?
If it was cast at that level. If it was cast at higher level, like max level, say, so 10d6.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Alright, so what are we gonna do with these werewolves? Oh, you're up. Who you got?
He's gonna storm up there and be a hero.
I might.
In the description, there's no storming up that.
Am I cool enough to do bank shots yet?
Not yet. No bank shots. I don't know. Can the arcane archer do anything like that? They used to be able to do cool things like
I think
that.
the arcane archer can.
Shots.
What's
You'll
the?
do like a barrage of arrows and shoot them.
Is that
Surprise them
the?
with 50.
Is that the archer out of the Xandathars?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can do bank shots in there.
It's pretty cool. Although the magical arrow, they only can do so many per game, which is kind of
I think it's only 2 or 3.
not so good.
So I go to the base, and
Okay.
how high was it?
Well,
10 feet?
overall, it's a 10-foot climb to get up there.
But can you see them?
But I mean, the way I had to draw it kind of makes it look like it's pushed a lot further back than it is, but it's really like you're
Like
climbing the
steep cliff.
wall, and it's almost in the ceiling, just kind of off-centered.
Yeah, so I go to the base, and I can see it though, right? Like I can see the ledge or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so then I hold action until I see one of them looking over there. I know I have a shot at.
Okay. So you ready your arrow. You knock an arrow, and you ready. Bowden. You gonna climb?
I'm gonna climb.
Bowden's going for it. Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. 18.
Alright, so Bowden climbs up to the ledge, and there are the werewolves, snarling, and they have their held actions ready for you. Not that I'll probably hit you, but let's find out what happens. First, a claw, missed, and then the other one's claw is a 19.
19 does hit.
It does.
Yes.
Jeff is here.
That is one thing that annoys me. as
That's
him.
why he does it.
I know he does. 7 points of
You
damage
have to
on the claw.
embrace it and like make
And
out
then
with
2
him.
bites. A bite, that's a 19. Now you're immune to diseases, right? But this is a curse, so you gotta make a saving throw. Constitution saving throw. 6 points on the bite. Constitution saving throw.
That's 7.
Okay, werewolf paladin. You have been bitten. Now, that costs you, 20 feet of movement to make that climb.
Okay.
They're there. What do you do?
I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
First, the one on the left. 27 to hit.
27 hits.
7, 15, 15 on that.
How much?
15 for the first hit.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go for 22.
Okay. What's the D4 for?
D4 didn't he? Oh, he.
He
never
didn't
mind.
cast that
Okay.
yet.
Never mind then. And that was the first one was 2 less then.
Okay.
And so this one is 14.
So a grand total of 27.
Yes.
Okay. So you hack into him twice. He growls at you, but holds his ground. go ahead and make another acrobatics check, because they did hit you. And you hold. So you're up there, holding on for dear life, swinging that sword. And since you technically wouldn't have your shield, I forgot about that, because you're holding on. But we'll move on from there. After Bowden, it's Hagmar.
If I move like right here, or well, is it possible to see them if I'm over here?
No. Especially now that Bowden's there.
Can I step right here? And
You want to
see-
try to climb up a little ways? And
Is it possible for me to climb a little ways? And
yep, acrobatics check. You can kind of get an angle on them, yeah. You just need one free hand to cast.
so it'd be 5, 10.
Well, it's 10 feet to climb, double move to climb. So 5, 15.
What would be the minimum movement where I can actually see them?
One more up. Yeah, about halfway up.
So it'd be 5, 15, 25. Then can I just slide down?
If you want to hold, you're going to make your acrobatics check to get there and cast a spell. If you want to slide down, you have to have the movement to do so, which doesn't sound like you will.
Did you go up?
I'm thinking about going up.
Just halfway.
Yeah, just halfway.
What am I doing?
Go, Hagmar, go.
Never had that scene.
Make your acrobatics check.
Okay. I'm, gonna-
Rub that nasty spot on him.
I'm probably just gonna go
You'd be one up. There you go. There you can see them at there.
14.
You made it.
Then I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray.
What is your acrobatics?
+2.
Oh, you got a 16. You're gonna Scorching Ray him, huh? So 3 rays. Which one are you aiming at?
2 at him, 1 at him. Do I aim all 3 at the same target?
You don't have to.
I'll say aim 2 at him.
Okay, the one that Bowden hit 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Make your attack rolls. Now the 2 at the one that Bowden's in front of, you're gonna be at disadvantage on because he's blocking your sight.
Thanks, Bowden.
Where would you see it?
Oh.
So the first one hit. Second one,
That would be a 17.
hit. So you hit both times. Now the third one,
And then I will.
missed. So you missed the one you didn't have disadvantage on.
The 9 hit?
Classic Hagmar. So 4d6.
Fire damage.
Yes. Wow, that's pretty good.
17.
Wow, that's actually pretty good. All right, Snog.
Can I get to the top from where I'm at?
It's going to cost you 20 feet of movement
Okay. And an acrobatics check.
and an acrobatics check. And I think you're at disadvantage on those, right? If you're wearing heavy armor.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it didn't go anywhere.
So you didn't even like get past the first step.
Like jumping.
You're just sliding on the mud.
You,
Ah.
you dwarves in your
The
heavy
first
armor.
step is the
You still have an
hardest.
action. You got used to move, but you still have an action. You want to do anything?
That's what we do.
Can somebody throw me?
It's more of a slide.
This is big. Just gonna throw some water down.
I'm gonna move to the other side of the.
Okay.
No,
So you're gonna dash
Was
to
that
the
all
other
my
side.
movement?
Yeah. So you're going to dash to the other side
Yeah.
as your action. Okay. All right. Antis.
There's 3 werewolves up there.
2.5.
2 and
And this is the curse that can't be cured from remove cures.
That's what you've been told.
So this is a full moon
now
tonight.
that attitude.
Not tonight. But you know it's coming up because because if you recall,
Just ignore it.
Gibbs said that Lash wasn't able to leave town anytime soon because the full moon was closing in and they need to secure him.
And
Could be hanging out with Lash.
hey, if Dad says that you were transforming, say no.
Say no?
Yeah.
Can I see Bowden from here?
Oh, yeah.
He's hanging on.
Yeah. Hanging on for dear life, swinging that sword. You'd see the frost scattering off the blade. You could see Malhavoc glaring at him.
Judgingly. Swinging it wrong.
Sweet.
Your button is wrong.
Doing it wrong.
I'll use one of my blessing beads
Okay.
and get Bowden, Malhavoc, and Snog.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'll do healing word on Bowden.
Okay.
Plus does +1 to.
Plus 1d4 to your attack roll and saving throws. You could have used that a minute ago.
Yeah, I could have. Although I rolled low enough that I probably would not have mattered.
Use all your little tokens. Forgot about those last time.
3, 7, 9, 10.
10 healing. Okay. So up next after Antis is Mitch. Alright, make that acrobatics.
That's a 16.
You made it.
And I will attack.
Which one are you going to attack?
This one.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to grapple.
Oh,
Because I'm a grappler.
you took the grappler feat?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, so I need an athletics check.
Yep.
Okay. So first you have to hit, right? Or is it just squaring off?
I think it was just.
Athletics. Let's go with it.
Yep.
What'd you-
15.
15. I gotta be at 15. Thank you, critical dice. 16. Ah, he fends you off.
So hanging on the ledge.
Okay. Now that's one of your attacks.
Yep.
So you get another attack yet. You want to just grapple again, or are you gonna
I'm going to kick him.
kick him? Hiya!
That'll be,
him in the arms.
that'll be a 22.
All right, you hit him.
So you flip up and kick him?
Yes.
Yep.
He's a monk.
Kick him in the arms.
For 8.
Hand doesn't have
Okay, got it.
Not now.
He speed bagged it
With my feet.
with his feet.
Speak that with your feet.
Howls.
A flurry of feet.
All right. Yes, the werewolf gasps and howls, and it's Malhavoc's turn.
I guess a quick perception down the hall. Or
Okay.
the door.
Go ahead, make your roll.
Make sure nothing's coming.
You're a deep inhale.
It's 13.
You see burning eyes looking down at you, closing in, several sets of them.
Is it enough to shoot at?
Disadvantage.
Okay.
They're in the darkness.
I choose you. The one on the left.
Okay.
We'll get a gag sneaky.
Hold your attack or light one of those arrows up. Huh? Well, I'll touch the arrow too.
But if he buries it into something, the light goes out.
It's like a tracer. We'll see where it goes.
Oh, that's very good. Thank you. Alright, disadvantage. 15 to hit.
Yipe! One of the werewolves grunts as the arrow thunks into it. Roll damage.
Two plus 8.
8. Alright. So we'll call the perception your first attack, and then your shot your second. Okay. Bowden.
Alright, we're gonna go for the guy on the right now.
Okay. Ow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Plus that's 25, so 4 is 16.
Alright, so you bury your blade into the creature's chest. Its last breath coming out with ice crystals
That's your kill.
coming out.
Counts as mine.
And the werewolf slumps over dead. You want to hand me the mini? Yeah.
Second attack.
Oh, first make an acrobatics.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that. Okay, you're okay.
So I'm gonna come around. And I'm gonna attack him. And try to use the push feature on my shield master.
Okay.
16, 25, 26, 27.
You hit.
And 14 for damage.
14.
Yeah. And then try to push him down the steps.
Okay. So you'll push him into him, and it'll take them both out, right?
Oh, no.
You want to not do that?
I don't want to not. I do want to not do that.
Then I'll have a werewolf right next to me.
Well, I was hoping.
It would,
it was
actually,
like,
they would all topple into you. You're all in that same line. That would have been awesome. Taking out all your buddies like that. Let's do it.
Can we get minis for the eyes that I saw?
Yes, in a moment.
Okay.
Don't do a Jeff move.
You just know that they're down in the darkness
Well,
there.
I thought I could push
Well,
him past Byron and then
he
down.
wasn't healing. So,
Okay, Hagbar.
I want to try to firebolt that.
actually, that was
That
what
one.
I was going with.
At
the grapple,
disadvantage?
My grapple.
Yes.
I was going to grapple and then
First,
move him off the
first
ledge.
make your acrobatics check to make sure you're hanging on.
It'd be kinda cool to see him slide
You
down
hang
and
on,
heal them.
deftly. The muddy embankment.
Then roll for attack.
Yes,
That'd be a 12.
that hits.
4.
4 damage. Okay.
Go ahead, Margo.
All right. So after, you want to stay where you're at, Hagmar, or do you want to climb up on the ledge?
I think I'll.
You're gonna hang out there. Okay. Snog. You saw Malhavoc fire an arrow down into the darkness. If you make a perception, you could see what he was shooting at. You know there's something down there, obviously, but does he see it? Does he notice?
Perception, right?
Yes. Yes,
21.
you see many sets of fiery red eyes staring at you, moving in your direction.
A Sacred Flame. That's a dexterity saving throw on.
Oh. A fail.
It's like too surprising.
Oh, no, what's wrong?
2d8.
No.
It's 2d8 at your level.
I was gonna say, one die. D8s.
Ooh, 11.
11.
Got it. All right.
So they lit up now, or?
You see this explosion of fire, and there's 3 werewolves just kind of in this area.
Does that go away though? I guess that's
Yeah,
the question.
it goes out
Explosion
immediately.
and gone.
Yes. Antis.
So now that I know there's 3 werewolves down there, would I be able to follow that sacred flame with my own sacred flame?
Sure, since there was an illumination, yes.
Okay. So I'll do a sacred flame down that hallway.
Alright. I need another dex save.
Yeah.
I failed. Jesus. And they're actually pretty good at that.
Critical dice. Thank you.
10.
So
10.
players for damage from the DM.
I actually did a plug for him yesterday. I had to do this little thing. And I was like, yeah, I always roll so good with them. My players hate them. Today, not so much.
Well, players give me critical tests every day.
You said each week.
Mari's asking a question.
Who should she want?
She's asking if anyone wants any 3D printed gaming supplies.
Oh.
She's always so nice. She's
I've
always
got it on
buying us
silent,
stuff.
so.
She bought me the listing sloop, so I got that.
Yeah, that looks
shipwreck.
cool.
That is cool.
Okay, so up next is Mitch.
I move feet of fury.
Okay, make your acrobatics check to get there. Ooh,
Probably 20.
you hop up there.
24. And yeah, I'm going
Would that be,
to punch him to death.
would that be flanking?
Yes. I'm flanking with the wall. That's another 24 to hit. Second attack, not so much. At a 9, missed. So there's another 8. I'll burn a cheat, a flurry.
Okay,
That's 16.
hit.
We'll need a dex save.
15.
That keeps him from falling prone. And he takes 10.
Ow! Really?
Yep.
That was kind of a dick move on your
Feats of
part.
magical fury.
All right, monsters.
Put a toe in his belly button and shove it through.
Okay, 3 more werewolves come running
Such
in.
sharp toenails.
Introduce his belt buckle through his belly button, or to his backbone.
Nice doggies.
All right. So, Mitch, I'm going to try to shove you down the stairs.
Okay. Acrobatics. Is that
Yes.
what it is?
I think it's
Grappling.
it's
It's grappling, so I get to choose between acrobatics
Yes.
and athletics.
you get advantage too,
Oh, wow.
don't you? Because with the grappler feat, don't you get advantage?
Yeah.
No, not against the shove action. No,
Take a
just
look.
in the grappling action.
Don't you have to grapple before you shove?
No, it's just a shove action.
All right.
Damn it! I rolled a 2. All right, so he doesn't shove.
That's a
you down.
17.
But he'll try to bite you.
Which breaks his ankle.
12.
No.
He does not bite you. All right, Snog, you got 3 werewolves that rush in. One of them has an arrow sticking out of its side, and its fur is all singed.
Oops.
Nice doggy.
All right, let's see. So we'll claw and bite. Okay. So the first one claws and bites. 22
That just hits.
and a 4 or a 6.
No.
And you were bit, so you need a con save. It's a curse, though. It's not a
That's a
disease.
saving throw.
Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Oh, I get this
Yeah.
too.
Yes, you do.
10, 14, 15, 16.
Okay. You're good. But you do take 4 points of damage. The next werewolf claws and bites. It's cocked. Ooh. Oh! 23. That's a bite again. And a 12. So make another con save. And take 10 points of damage.
It's 21,
You made it?
22,
And you take 10 damage. The next one. Claw bite. Natural 20. And an 18.
So is that another con save?
No, it was a natural 20 on the claw. Wow. Good thing you had that spell up, huh?
That hasn't done me any good.
So the claw rakes into you. Oh, for near max damage. 16 points.
No, thank you, critical dice.
Critical dice did not let us down that time.
Oh, it let us down.
Let us down.
It's almost half.
I have a plan.
Uh-oh.
Hagmar has
That's
a
not-
plan.
That's not good coming out of Magmar's mouth.
Malhavoc.
Do I know which one I shot? I guess
There's
I-
an arrow protruding from the one directly in front of Snog right here.
I can shoot without disadvantage.
Correct, because you're 5 feet from it.
Okay. First shot will go into him. Second shot.
You could decide after. You are blessed.
You're good.
Wow,
Plus 9. So
a lot.
13 plus 16. See if I hit him.
A little bit.
taking damage.
Dunk.
Plus doesn't look that good.
No.
8 plus 6. And 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay.
So
Still
yes,
up?
I actually
He is
can
still
do
up.
that.
Just shoot him again then.
You'll see.
That's what we're afraid of.
8, 19.
I turn into a
Werewolves aren't hard to hit as long as you have a magic weapon.
Yeah.
Once if you don't have a magic weapon, then you're SOL. 9. Okay. Got it.
I take a step back too.
All right. Bowden.
Well, let's see if we can get rid of this guy.
Okay. Ow.
Uh,
A little bit.
19 plus
Yeah.
9 is 26, and then there's 12.
12 damage. Still up.
Second attack.
Ow.
So the one next to me is still up.
So
The other
15.
two haven't been hit.
Say again?
15?
15. So you lift your frost brand or Malhavas brand, and you hack its arm off, but no blood comes from the wound because it immediately freezes and the whole thing collapses.
This sword is so cool.
Literally.
Literally, in every sense of the word.
All right. After Bowden, it's Hagmar.
I want fireball.
Fireball. Here comes the fireball.
No!
I can shape around these. I can shape around.
He's the
everybody.
evoker. He can shape around allies.
Okay.
Just gonna be one.
It's only the dwarf.
But now let's compute the compression rate.
Wait.
It would be a lot
Yeah.
because you also have to compute that it's 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
So the total
I rem-
volume of
I
that
remember
sphere.
not having to do that.
Yes.
There was actually one module that they did it for you because the trap you set off dropped a bead of delay blast fireball in another section of the dungeon,
Yes.
and so it just ran. It
So
went
if I
off
Filled
and
up
it
all the
ran
tunnels.
If I
yeah.
just put it right
another
Except for
favorite
one
was
corner.
the cloud kill spell that you
Yeah.
fill up. that hole.
if I put it right here, I can just shape around everybody.
Let's see. You can shape a 3rd level spell around 4 allies.
Yes.
Yes. You can get it around all of you. Then.
And then it'd hit all the werewolves.
Yes. All right. Let me make my saves. What's my DC?
DC 15. What is the dex save?
Yes. First one made it. That was the one that was already hurt. Second one made it. Third one
Critical dice.
made it. They all made it.
Ugh. 23.
23. So the one right in front of Snog is dead. His body smoldering. The other 2 managed to duck for cover behind Snog's full plate. But there's a flash of fire. This rolling.
Well, since he
whoosh.
shaped it around Snog, they just got real close into it.
Yes.
And then backed up.
Yes, they did. They huddled closely. Snog, you're up.
Filthy dogs. Alright. I'll just start hammering the one in front of me. To Snog's left. The one against the wall there. Or
That one dancing.
Snog's left. Looks like he is left. Alright. 6. 14. 14 misses, I'm guessing. 14?
14 hits.
14 hits.
Yep. Sorry. I'm trying to respond to Mari.
Crap. All those old beat up metal minis.
Alright. 11?
11 damage. To which one? The one directly in front of you or the caddy corner?
The
One.
Just a whole bunch of pewter minis.
11?
It's in there.
I'm a war priest.
That way.
It's nothing.
12. 20.
Hit.
10 more.
10 more. So we got, alright, he's still up. After Snog, it's Antis.
I'm gonna move
Necromancer, are you?
Yeah. Have the pirate
up one,
have
and then
have a skeleton crew.
do
Put him. Actually, I had him. I had
I'll do a third level cure wounds.
3rd level Cure Wounds on Snog. Ooh, 13, 16. Wow, that's going to be a big one.
20,
The crew were skeletons.
22,
Zombies.
25.
Ooh, thank you.
And then I'll back up.
Alright.
Almost back to
Mitch.
Yay.
Alright, make a
Shoot some
acrobatics
ladders.
check. Go down the.
13.
Oh, you made it. So it costs you
20.
20 feet of movement to go down the embankment.
Jump over snow.
Which one are you going for?
The one that's dancing.
They're both kind of dancing. Okay.
First attack is a 23. Second attack is a 13.
They both hit.
So 11 total.
11. Got it? No.
So I kick him in the face and punch him.
Grrr, he spits out a few teeth.
Punch him in the earlobe.
Monsters. Alright. Snog, claw, and bite. Missed this time. The other werewolf turns on you, Mitch Bean. Claw and bite. Natural 20 on a claw, and a 15 on the bite.
No, on the 15.
Okay. So, critted you with a claw, so he rakes you. See if I get another good critical roll. Where is... There it is. Alright, I'm even pulling out the critical dice D4. Perfectly balanced for her pleasure. Alright.
That was not pleasurable.
10 points of damage. Do you need a pencil, Byron? There's a bunch.
eventually.
I'll grab one.
I missed on stock. So, Mal Havoc.
Might disadvantage on both.
Right now, yes.
Then the one in front of Snog, since I'm taller than
Okay. Hey. He's just got a big fat helmet on, is all. Big fat dwarven blocky helmet.
It's actually got an iron sights
Yes, it
built on
does.
top of it, so you just line up with it.
So 27 hit.
Yes. Last I checked,
He's taking damage, yes.
yes.
11 damage to him.
Okay.
And shoot him again.
Alright, fire away.
17.
Hit.
6, 8 damage.
Alright, he drops with an arrow in his throat.
Which one?
The one in front of Snog.
Good doggy.
Grr. That's my favorite sculpt of the two. It's not my favorite werewolf sculpt, but of the two. This one came out in like 2003 or 2004, and it was kind of a...
Mm-hmm. It's just a throw together.
Alright, after Malhavoc, we have Bowden.
Okay.
It'll cost you 25 feet of movement to get all the way to the bottom.
Bowden.
Yeah.
There's Bowden. You know Bowden back.
We're going to need this for you.
Well, we'll have it
You
later.
have to put an ice cube on it. That's what we need to do.
Ice cube. is carrying these frost. I'm going to actually do an investigation, see if there's anything unusual in this alcove.
Okay.
Great point. Werewolves don't need frostbite.
Oh, and I rolled a 1, so
You're like, oh man, this bite. It's very painful. Something's wrong. I can feel it.
Hagmar, come suck the venom out.
all right. And then I'm gonna. Is it a
Thunder
acrobatics?
It tastes better than cabbage patch
yeah.
stew.
Yeah, that one I
Alright.
can.
So you're at the bottom
Like
there
sweat
behind
socks,
Snog.
it tastes better than cabbage patch.
Alright. So after Bowden, we have Hagmar.
Do I have to make the save?
You have to make an acrobatics check if you don't want to come down there first.
You just slowly slide down the.
I'll come down.
Alright, make your acrobatics. Good job.
Can I see him?
You can see him, there's a lot of people in your way, it's all. So you're at disadvantage no matter where you're standing there because the hallway's tight.
That's what I was thinking.
Magic missile. Or firebolt.
And we were,
These things don't seem to have a lot of armor
I'll
class.
firebolt it.
we took our little one to
Yeah,
doozy
thank
you.
last night
Hit.
for her birthday party, and they had this, 2-story slide.
9.
One of those little girls was coming down that, and she got airborne.
Nine damage.
Like,
Got it.
She hit the bottom. And
Snog.
she couldn't figure out if she was gonna cry or run or.
Or if you enjoyed it.
Was that fun? Someone tell me that was fun.
One werewolf left.
21.
You hit.
For 11.
11 damage. Alright. He's still going. After Snog, we have Antis.
I'll use the Sacred Flame.
We failed with the 2.
11.
11. Ow. That's pretty good. Alright. My drink keeps getting in the way. Alright. So, Mitch. Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Oh, let me get it down.
First one's a 20. Second one's a 9.
9 misses.
4, 9.
Okay, got it.
Punch him in the back of the head. That's right.
Arrgh.
Swing around.
He
him.
snarls at you.
I'm gonna Hagmar this. Bam.
He turns around to attack you, Byron. So 14 or 14?
No. And maybe.
That sucked. Mal Havoc.
There's no disadvantage, or there's just one shot at him right now. This is all these people in front of me.
You can just get in front of Antis and shoot him at no disadvantage.
Alright, that sounds fun.
We probably have enough movement to back away after killing him.
Just kill him.
Well, that's the ideal situation.
So, let's see. 19,
You hit.
plus 9, 29.
You hit for a lot.
I'm presuming I'm
You like the bless spell there?
rolling 19. So, yes. 10 plus 6, 16 damage. Sure.
So he roars at you, and you retort with an arrow right in the back of his throat.
Yeah.
And he drops. And we fall out of initiative.
So I was up on the shelf alone when I got bit, right?
Yes.
So nobody down here knows. No.
None of you know that I've been bit. Except he has a big bloody wound on his shoulder.
You guys didn't seem to get bitten, right?
Although,
The arrow
you are
poke
a
out the
pal.
back of the werewolf. I
So
just
what's
grab
that?
it and say,
Bless wears off after a minute. What was that? Oh.
Well, what's up there?
You want to climb back up there and look around?
Yeah.
Alright. Acrobatics.
So
I looked around up there, there's nothing.
Alright, so you topple down after slipping. Where's my critical dex? Here. 1 point of damage.
Ow.
I investigated up there. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, he looked up there already.
Jeff needs a healing.
Can't trust a werewolf.
Well, that isn't gonna happen, so. Next.
Looking down the hall, I guess.
Okay, you
Well,
look
just
down the
throwing
hall.
all them potions
Um,
at us, 'cause
Do
he
you
was
have
halfway
still have the
there.
light going, Nantis?
I do. I can turn it off if.
I think they know we're here with all the howling and combat. So anybody that's
But that takes his advantage of stealth and
Sorry,
stuff.
off. Concentration. I lost concentration in the fight.
Got pummeled a little bit.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. That's what I need.
So did I lose my concentration?
I didn't know if you. You needed to roll 3 times for that, didn't you? Go ahead and roll 3 times. They hit you 3 times. These are Constitution saving throws.
So you do get a D4 on them.
That's 8, 15, and 14.
All right, roll D4.
Why?
There's D4.
1. All right, you lost concentration. You lost your spell.
There's a D4.
Huh?
There's a D6. You have to roll D4.
He rolled a 1. He lost his concentration.
I think you just want to lose his concentration.
I think you should learn to roll the right dice.
I was the one who rolled the one.
You did not help your fellow comrade.
I.
Don't make excuses.
That's all right.
You let him down.
Concentration came with you.
So you can see ahead that the passageway widens and begins to turn with more of these natural steps or gradients going down.
It don't look fun.
And the smell in here, I mean, you were expecting something awful from Hagmar's description of the rot and blight that's caused by a black dragon. But now you get to combine that with a dirty, filthy wolf den odor.
Do you want me to extinguish the light while we move forward, or?
Because no one knows you're here.
Well, I mean, if they can see like another 20 feet farther.
But you guys can't see at all. Though. That's a,
Yeah.
and then their perception's at -5
Oh,
in
yeah.
dim illumination. It's your guys' call.
I think we
I
gauges
think
up.
we're good with it.
All right,
There's no stealth anymore.
we're here to kill you all.
Giant fireball probably made enough noise, or where did I go?
That's more of a. It's not, fireballs aren't really explosions. They're not concussive. They're more of a whoosh. It's kind of like lighting a propane tank alight. You know, it's.
Well, that and what?
Someone.
2, 3, 6.
So everyone down in there is like, oh, someone's grilling.
Smell propane.
This one killed.
Yes.
And
It takes
propane
leaking up the
accessories.
heat.
So propane, propane accessories.
That boy dropped the heat.
I don't know.
Where's my purse?
Up or down?
Down, sloping downward.
Well,
And again, each of these kind of grades is a natural formation. It's not something that was built or hewn, as they say.
So we've got a light source now. Is there signs of like dragon claw marks?
You
Or
make a survival check.
Did anyone make a roll on the dragon? That knowledge roll on it?
Yeah.
Last week you got a 27.
14.
Ooh, natural 20.
You look around in the mud, and of course there's lots of wolf tracks, but occasionally you see an enormous claw mark.
Point it out. Okay.
Hey, there's dragon footprints in the mud.
Can we gauge the size by the footprint? Or the claw mark?
Out of 23.
At least the size of a horse, if not bigger. I mean, we're not talking like that big.
Yeah. Well, plus 10 foot. But some sure. Some dragons can probably go.
Yeah, they can squeeze too, especially when it's wet and gooey like this place is.
Okay. That was my concern, just the size. So
We moving forward?
yes.
But Josh, you're in charge
I
of the
know-
miniature movement.
Do I know what if they point out to me what size dragon it is.
Well, it's like I said. They looked at it. They think it's at least bigger than a horse.
I like how old it is.
It was described to you as a younger dragon, though no one has yet seen it and lived, other than Lash, and he was in a kind of a state of delirium at the time, after being tortured by the hags.
The size of the youngish. So, not like ancient or anything.
No.
It's not clost.
Josh,
Yeah.
how do you guys want to march down there?
You and me in front, him in point, and then us two behind him, and then
Yeah.
him.
Same order we had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go up to here.
No, we'll look fine.
No.
Take us to the corner.
Put me around the corner, I guess, and see if I die, then you guys know the rest.
Yeah.
So who's gonna be up front?
Me. The blonde.
Blonde.
It was our original order. So,
Around the corner, keep going.
do you remember that far back,
Right there.
like 10 minutes
Okay.
ago?
I'll draw the rest of this then.
Then move the rest of us up. No, behind.
I don't know what the order
First
was.
one.
Byron will do it.
I don't know what the order was.
Yep.
Pay attention, boy.
Fatty fingers.
That was Cameron.
I didn't roll a fatty this time.
Oh, good job, Cameron.
We were playing. I had to qualify that because he doesn't roll fatties. But we were playing Zombicide, and of course one of the creatures in Zombicide is called a fatty, and he's rolling dice. He's having a terrible night at the game, and he was getting frustrated. And he just threw the dice down, and he happened to have like a wad of zombies in his hand, and the fatty flopped onto the board. Now you're rolling fatties.
And off the table onto the floor, and the dice wouldn't stay near the table.
Okay, so
It happens every week.
the rises, each one of these steps is fairly steep, between 3 and 4 feet. So it's not a matter of like taking steps down. You literally kind of have to carefully kind of hop down between steps. This area here, unlike the tunnel before it, is rocky. Although it's still wet, there's a lot of paw prints coming and going. And you begin to hear guttural growls and snarls echoing up as glowing red eyes pierce the darkness and then are gone.
Like werewolf size eyes?
Yes.
Devil son.
What's double slid?
It's a warlock thing. You see everything.
Is that feet?
No,
Is that-
No,
it's a
Possibility.
warlock deal.
Bless you.
Thank you.
What's the difference between a warlock and a sorcerer?
They're completely different.
One doesn't glow up from wild magic. Did I tell you about all that cheating with Munchkin while you were gone?
Oh man,
What?
we didn't hear about that.
Cheating.
Scott?
Was there cheating going on, Scott?
Munchkin cards up his sleeve. It's like, there.
John.
No, we wasted all our cards trying to sabotage Wolf, and Scott snuck through.
You want to help me? We'll win too.
Yeah, and then I didn't win.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
I
Okay.
think it was, just because.
No, I had the race, the one that prevented you, denied your race.
Yeah.
That was
So
it.
for our viewers,
fairness,
here is
you
the
did backstab
chamber
Scott.
ahead. The stairs decline down, again steeply down. So you think from the point where you're at the top of the steps down to here, it's probably a descent of more than 80 feet. There's that heavy stench of dog, dirty wet dog, wafting up from below, and of course those eyes, sets of eyes that vanish into the darkness.
Is it steep or is it literally like 10 feet up a grade?
It's steep.
Sit.
Is there rocks around?
Woo!
Sit.
The rocks? Yeah, there's rocks around.
Can I cast a light on a rock and just throw it down the...
Yes?
Alright. I'm gonna cast a light on a rock and pitch it down to the bottom.
Okay.
What's the green stuff? Do we go?
This is like a ledge.
It goes up or
Down. It descends down. Alright, so down here, you see a number of piles of bedding. Looks like enough bedding for dozens of individuals. Make a roll.
A roll of what?
Each one.
I got an 18.
So where do you want the rock to land down here?
Kind of in the middle of that open space.
Okay. So your rock is right there glowing. So you can see there's lots of bedding down here, and there's a steep ledge that drops off here.
You can tell how far that is down that ledge.
Not without getting closer.
I'll move up next to it. And I'll have it.
Okay.
Want to go down? At least to the ledge.
Where were the eyes?
They were in this area here, but they're gone now. The light illuminates the area, but you don't see any werewolves.
I'll move down to my rock.
Okay. So
I see them moving, I'll go too.
Shuffle.
shuffling their feet.
Move forward.
And then I'll pick up my rock.
Okay.
Where's
Pick
everyone
my
going?
rock up and throw it down the other
Same.
side.
You're gonna throw it down in here.
Yes.
Okay. Hang on a second.
So you guys were
So,
about 10 feet behind them.
a
and
pungent
we're 5 feet
stench.
behind you.
Mixed with of death mixed with rotting vegetation burns your eyes and kind of irritates your throat as you walk into this chamber. Along the wall, you see matted furs, reed mats, and many other forms of bedding. Very few personal objects are found among the bedding aside from crude wooden carvings and bizarre carved fetishes. 4 mutilated humanoid corpses in various stages of decomposition are piled at the edge of the cliff that drops off to another landing. So they're right here.
Okay, I'm gonna pick my rock up and throw it down to the next ledge.
Okay.
Are those dead rolls or are those just like furs laying on the ground?
Furs and hunks of reed, just very crude, almost primitive bedding.
Anything stick out to be a note to rummage through? Or?
Well, you can make an investigation.
You wanna investigate, do we wanna investigate the bodies too?
21.
Might not be a good idea.
Yeah.
While he's investigating the mats, I'll investigate the bodies for 14.
You look at the bodies, and there's hardly anything left of them. You can't even tell if they're male or female. The bedding, you don't find it's almost as if whoever the hags had chosen to turn into these wolves, these lycanthropes, the hags broke down to such a level as though they're just a primitive people now.
Make sure there wasn't any like fingers laying out the ring on it or anything like that.
No, nothing like that.
Glowing in the light. So,
Hold on one second.
is it 80 feet from top to bottom, or is that 80 foot off the cliff?
So from up there down to here, you've descended about 80 feet.
And then the ledge is.
This ledge is no more than 10 feet, between 5 and 10 feet tall, depending on where
Can
you
I
stand.
actually see what?
That's up or down?
Down.
Can I actually see what's going on in there?
So down in there, he tosses his light down in there. Let me.
I have dark vision though.
Yeah, but the light's going. So.
Do you want me to roll again?
Nah, that's fine. You just,
I Let's kick it about 10, 15 to 20 feet in. Edge of the next ledge.
Come on, Hagmar, throw a 150-foot wall of fire just along the line.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So you chuck your rock in here. Acid burned corpses and piles of pitted bones cover nearly every inch of this floor. The floor writhed with maggots and other insects. In fact, clouds of buzzing insects and biting insects choke this entire area as they feed on the dead.
I'll say there's some I say acid burned bodies, so there's probably getting close to the dragon down here.
What's the ceiling look like?
It's muddy mostly, dirt
Just gonna make
and
sure that
rock.
thing's not gonna drop down on top of us.
Yeah, there's a big giant boulder trap up there.
What do you guys want to do?
Play
Push on?
magic, but I can't.
Huh?
Push on.
I want to detect magic, but I can't.
My next rest, I can add detect magic to my spell book.
Oh, I don't want to leave there.
Well, there's beds here, but we're not gonna sleep on them for 8 hours.
I know, but our next rest.
Anything? I'm gonna climb down the ledge, I guess. If we said we're doing it, we've just been looking, I guess. So.
Or if we just have 2 hours just to do whatever. Was it 2 hours to copy something for the spell book, right?
2 hours and 50 gold pieces per
spell.
level of the spell for all the magic inks and everything you need to do it.
Yeah, that's what
Scale the ledge. If we haven't.
You want to drop down in there?
I'm gonna come to the edge of the ledge. Wherever you scale down.
Cover me.
Yes.
Go ahead and go over too.
Though I'm not arranged.
Yeah. The guy with the bow is going
So
down.
you probably-
Cover me.
We've all moved in the room.
All right, Josh.
Push yourself.
All right, so who's going down?
Me.
I'll go too.
So you hop down and you hit the ground. It is possibly the worst scent that you've ever smelled in your life. It is the sheer number of bodies that are decomposing here have turned the mud into a gooey mess. Insects and worms and maggots ride through the whole area, and these insects begin to buzz around you, biting at you. And I immediately need a Constitution saving throw.
14.
Alright. So, you kind of hold your nose and choke down the vomit that your body is trying to expel from you. But you can press on if you wish.
If I cast Sacred Flame through that area, would that kill off some of the bugs?
Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you might not want to do that. If there's this many just decomposing corpses, you're gonna have a lot of methane.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Get back up.
keep
Fortune.
going. I'm gonna grab the rock.
Okay.
And is that a ledge again?
Another
Down-
ledge, yes.
Down or up?
Down.
Toss it.
Yeah, chuck the rock.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a roll. Dexterity roll.
Texas.
And you're just trying to get it off the next ledge.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next ledge drops down a little bit further. It looks like it's a 10-foot drop instead of instead of between 5 and 10. It's a solid 10-foot drop.
Wait, hold on. Can I work on that for a second?
Yeah.
I want to say I probably shouldn't go out until I know they're coming down.
Collapse like a room.
Like I'll hold.
You guys covered?
Yeah.
We're coming.
They don't
Yeah.
have enough force.
So they can at least see before
Just
the
a,
light's going.
it's like a quick.
So you guys all jump down?
Do you want con saves
So
from
it's
us
not
all?
like
Everyone needs to make a con save as you
gotta
drop
choose
down.
not to breathe.
4.
6. 8.
Long live Cabbage Patch
Holy
Soup.
shit.
13.
14.
So you three all begin vomiting uncontrollably from just the level of rot in this room.
This is where they all come to.
This is regarded by sons.
So he comes and gets
Yeah,
it.
once the last
This
person
is
jumps
this
down,
is
then I
Gordaz's sock drawer. All right, so then you throw the rock down to the other
Add
side.
that to the map. Gordaz's sock drawer. Hear that, Fringy?
We're gonna take a couple and bring them back for you.
They're stuck to the ankles.
Is there anything,
so flesh and all come off.
anything
on
that
it.
appears to be of value in this area? Anything standing
You
out?
want to start investigating around?
A little bit.
It's like a boot.
Because the werewolves had to go someplace. So if there isn't like a set of
Soft and
perception
socky on the outside,
or
fleshy on the
investigation.
inside.
Investigation.
Investigation. I got an 8.
Investigation. What do I get? Plus 4.
Did you move up to the edge, Valhalla?
9.
Yeah.
I'll move up behind him.
Pile of treasure.
Yeah, that sounds super sweet.
That's very conspicuous.
That's exactly what you see, though. A huge mound of treasure.
Does the rock go land in it, or did I miss it?
Sure, they're the rocks in the treasure. All right. So you guys are navigating your way through here, and you've illuminated a treasure hoard. And on the at the back of the chamber, you can see black fetid water, and it seems to have a current to it as it's lapping the shore. So it's not stagnant, still water, but there's definitely underwater source there somewhere.
Can I roll perception to see?
Well, there was some outside.
Hey, Bowden, will you go check it out for one Scooby snack?
Can I roll perception to see if I see anything?
I find that
out there
highly
now?
defensive and racially intolerant.
So stagnant water.
You
Did
have
you
a
say
safe
how
place
deep?
so you can pet yourself.
Okay, it's black. It's just fetid black water.
So it's not like skimming. Or
Can I roll perception?
standing water, just in this.
Right.
Can I roll perception to see if I see anything?
Down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead and move yourself up to the edge.
I'll move up to the edge to you.
I'll
I'm
back,
not finding
I'll
anything on the
back
body.
up Hagmar.
There's got to be wolves still floating around there somewhere.
12.
So you're moving up here,
Yeah.
and you're moving up with Hagmar?
Yep.
You
Everyone's
moving
gotta
to?
keep,
12.
everyone's gotta keep an eye on Hagmar.
Okay. You look down there,
Someone's gonna kill him.
and you don't
Might as
see
well be.
anything.
I will quietly and slowly scare down instead of jumping up.
Okay. So make a stealth if you want to quietly.
Leave it.
You still have the patch without trace.
Open kind, focus on the kind. That's
Well, you're more going for lack of noise, right?
yeah.
10. Okay, so you slide down. Maybe you slip a little bit on the way down, but you make it down.
Am I in the water?
No, the water is out here.
Okay. Oh, I see.
So you see a mound of silver and gold coins gleaming amongst the thick black mud and rotting vegetation. Bone fragments and dozens of skulls are mixed amongst the horde, while a handful of others lie shattered against the wall up here. A pool of dark brown and black water floods more than half of this chamber. get you about here, and I'll see what everyone else wants to do.
The rest of us going down with him.
Sure. I'll go.
Me too.
Okay. So you hop down.
I'll take his
Where are you
place
going?
on the ledge with my bow
I'm
out.
going to stay 2 squares behind.
Hagmar?
Keep him.
I think if I take one step, 1 square, if I stay right here, can I still see everything?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you've got 20 feet of light from the light spell, and then it's dim illumination, dim illumination.
Okay. So where's the,
The light spell's off to
So
the
it's
side
in the
behind.
mound of treasure.
okay. They'll last for an hour, so I don't have to worry about
Stog, where are you going?
I'm gonna go down and to your side of the treasure mound, but not
There.
back one, diagonal. There you go.
Oh, pretty.
I'll hop down, but stay near the ledge.
Okay. Well, Havoc, you're going to the water. Are you going to follow him?
Yeah.
Snog, are you going to get any closer?
I'm just gonna hang out where I'm at right now and ready in action.
I've got my
Okay.
bow out.
Already-
Walking with the bow out.
Already a firebolt if I see a hostile enemy dude.
I ready to shot.
Okay. So here's what goes
Good
down.
God.
Suddenly, the water begins to roil, and an enormous wave leaps up and crashes down into this area right here. And I need a DC, well, a strength saving throw from 3 players.
17.
You and Snog and Bowden. 17.
24.
Okay.
5.
24. Jesus.
Rolled a 19, I got a +5.
Alright, so Snog is knocked prone and drugged 20 feet towards the water's edge. And what you realize is when the water came up and crashed down, riding that wave was Shithorith, who comes down right here.
Do our ready, do our ready actions fire off dead?
She fell right into my.
Well, first we'll need to resolve initiative, because the wave was distracting.
Oh, yes.
I rolled a
Hell yeah.
Alright, let's see, where's my pen? Bowden, what'd you get?
15.
Antis?
14.
Mitch?
16.
Jeez. Hagmar?
22.
Cheater. Malhavoc?
7.
7.
I went the other way.
Snog?
3.
Okay.
Dragon? 76.
Dragons aren't very good at initiative. Unless it's a blue dragon, in which case I give it tons of bonuses because they're my favorite.
Guess they're blue dragon, like you.
Natural 20. Josh. Critical dice.
I have +2.
Alright, so we gotta roll off. 12. So the monster has
Cheers.
plus.
Um,
Alright.
He's not facing me, so I'm alright.
So the dragon follows the wave in.
didn't you ready an arrow?
I'll let you two with ready actions go ahead and go.
11.
11
I
is-
set myself up.
19.
19 hits.
12.
Okay. And is it a magic bow?
No. There's magic bracers.
Shithorith. So the arrow thunks into Tide. Alright. So Shithorith is up first. And wheels around, staring at Bowden and Malhavoc, and breathes acid at you. So I'll need dexterity saving throws from you two. Oh, crap.
1. That's very good.
Antis, your services will be needed.
Yeah. Sure, I don't know.
Who needs a haste?
What'd you get?
Rolled a 3, so
Uh-oh.
My bonus. I've got 2.
Leave it to the dwarf to have to kill this dragon by himself.
Plus his income.
next damage.
No, not even close. Oh, there's a pretty good one though.
I want to hasten someone down there.
The second set of rolls was really good. So that's 47 points of damage.
I'm done.
I'm up.
You're down.
So put Malhavoc down.
I'm exactly at 0.
So you're not bleeding out.
No, he is.
Are you?
It's not necessarily
It's
bleeding.
Straight 0? I know there's no negatives, but...
Just 0 is you're unconscious. Yep. Ooh.
7, 8.
So Shithorith leaps from the water, using its lair action to draw a tidal wave from the underground pool of stagnant water. It knocks poor Snog prone, and it, winning initiative, then wheels around and breathes acid,
You got potions,
knocking Malhavoc
right? You got
unconscious.
potions, right?
Back to the wounds, that's-
So up next is the lair actions next. Uh-oh. So,
The lair
Quite been
attacks.
healed before, this I've been okay.
The lair. The dragon.
the lair action. Yes.
Yes. Stupid fall.
Suddenly,
Makes a lot of sense.
the lights go out for you two who remained up on this ledge, as you are encased in a field of darkness. All right. So up next, we have Hagmar, the wizard.
So I'm in darkness.
You are in darkness.
You're in dim light because you have dark vision.
It's magical.
Oh, what happened to the?
Even better.
So can I still hit the dragon at disadvantage?
You can try. Yes. What do you want to do?
That's an action too.
So I can't see anybody down there.
No. You're in, unless you want to drop down.
Choose a willing creature that you can see. Okay, so I can't do that. I'll just try to. I can't really do anything right now, but
I'm coming
can I?
from last.
Can I still magic missile it?
You can't see it.
So I guess I can just firebolts at disadvantage.
You can firebolt at disadvantage.
Thought you had dark vision.
It's magical darkness.
12.
Oh, crap.
You missed.
And
Josh,
what else can I do?
what's your perception, Josh?
+5 for passive perception.
Yeah.
15.
You begin to hear growling from behind you.
Oh, I'll just say I hear growl. I think there's some wolves behind us.
I think we've got a bigger problem right now.
What should I do?
Don't die!
Call upon the power of your witch's mark. How about that?
Hey, so you don't want me dead?
This is not the marked one you're looking
You
for.
know I can mercy winkins.
Think about the children. And all the ones you could be killing.
I'm gonna break into it with the
Can I use Knowledge Arcana to see what this spell is?
Well, you had your role before, so you know all about black dragons. And one of the things that they're able to do in their lairs, they have extra powers in their lairs, called lair actions, is to throw magical darkness out once per round.
Do I know for how long?
It'll last a round.
The wolves behind us. Like mage armor out.
You could also try, well, you've already cast a spell. I was going to say you could try to dispel it.
I don't have to spell. I have counterspell. I can't really ready anything.
Well, you've already cast your spell.
I know I can't really.
Ready a scream.
All right. So after Hagmar, we go to Mitch.
I will jump off the ledge.
Ha ha! So you
Right on the back of
you are out of the darkness then.
Oh, sweet. Sweet baby.
And you've got a dragon right in your face.
Alright.
Let
Attack.
Hagmar alone to kill us all.
Attack.
Yes, attack.
18.
18 hits.
13 probably won't.
No.
Flurry. Yeesh. 16.
Missed.
That's a one hit. For 8.
8 damage. Okay.
So I punch it and it's
Cloaca.
unless it's facing that direction.
All right. Up next is Bowden.
Right in the red.
it. I am going to cast Cure Wounds and Havoc
All right.
for 9.
You're at 9, Malhavoc.
That's not bad.
And that's an action.
That is an action. But you still have, what, 20 feet of movement left? There's a big pile of treasure there. And you do see a chest.
I'm going to start counting. Worry about the dragon first.
Oh, darn it. Antis.
Deal with it. Mimic later.
It's not in the shape of a toilet.
Oh, those toilet mimics get you every time.
No, it just gets you
Move
around.
around to here and then do a I'll do a second level bless
Yes.
and get Malhavoc, Snog, Odin, and Mitch.
Yes, thank you.
Other coin type things in there you can use.
Is dash double move?
The dash is a double move, yes, essentially. 3.5 terminology. Are you going to move or you already moved?
I already moved, but
Well, you only moved 20 feet.
I'll and then I'll also use first level healing word on Malhavoc.
Hey.
10, 11.
All right. So after Antis, we go down to Malhavoc, who is conscious now.
I will stand up
All right.
and cast Cure Wounds on myself.
You're dripping in acid.
Stings.
For another 7.
Leave it.
And
Leave it. We're about done with this thing. So, yeah. Yeah, we're done.
Anything else, Malhavoc?
yeah, I'm gonna move. I think into the water.
This way?
Ooh,
As long as I'm
okay.
not gonna fall in and die.
So you've got
No, it's a
20 feet.
gradual slope, but it does drop off fairly quickly.
Well, I was only gonna go into like
Here?
yeah, right up there. So
All right.
Give yourself some bow range.
and away from people. Yeah. So I'm not clumped up. I would assume that's probably knee to waist.
All right. Mitch, you're up.
You've got
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong one. It's Snog. I was looking at the last combat initiative tracker.
Is that right? Knee to waist height water.
Yeah.
And Anthony.
Snog, what do you do?
Bless you, Mitch.
Want to stand up?
It's 10 feet of movement.
No. There's nobody in base with the. Oh, Mitch is.
I've got that for.
First diagonal's 5 feet, right?
Yep.
All right. Move me up diagonal 1. Here. Right there.
Well, he's gonna move
Feet
up.
1.
So that's 15 feet of movement so far. So you can go another one, and you're in range of the dragon.
Yeah. Move me up 1. Okay, I'm going to cast. Guardian of Faith.
Okay.
And I'm gonna plant it right in front of the dragon.
Okay.
We're at right there.
Yep.
Put it in a square.
That's
What's it do? That sounds about right.
I thought it was.
Duration for 8 hours. A large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration of in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range.
Okay.
The guardian occupies a space and is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned with the symbol of my deity, which is a big tankard of ale.
All right.
Gotta love Hansen.
So it's a stein with a sword and shield.
Yes.
I drink it.
Any creature hostile to you that moves to a space within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes 20 radiant damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. The guardian vanishes when it has dealt 60 damage.
60 damage. Okay. So
but-
on its turn, if it doesn't move away from it, or no, it'll get a saving throw on its turn.
Right. But I also want to say, while we're here, Dragon, we're not here for your treasure. We want to release you from the hags. You're a part of the puzzle to destroy them.
Okay. What drought languages do you speak?
Common and dwarf.
Do you say it in dwarf?
No, I say it in common.
Okay.
He's not going to understand my German.
Make a roll a d20 for me. What do you got? What's your persuasion?
My persuasion +1, 14.
Okay. Okay, we'll see what he does on his turn, which is now.
As I say, I was last.
So it needs a save from your guardian. So you say, "Hey, join us," and then your guardian attacks.
No, I'm not saying join us. I'm just saying we're not here to.
Natural 20 on his saving throw.
Just
So he takes 10 points of damage.
Yes.
So it's there for 50 more damage.
Yes.
All right. So keep track of that. All right. So let's see if I get my breath weapon back first. Where's my critical die? No. No breath weapon this round.
Thank you, critical die.
But he will turn and attack Snog. He's going to try to interrupt your spell. It's a concentration spell, right?
Guardian of Faith is. No, it's Conjuration.
Ooh. Well, he doesn't know that. He's going to attack Snog.
For 8 hours, it's there on its own.
until it does 60 damage.
Attack. Oh, I get 2 of those. I get 1 of those.
By the heater.
So my highest roll was a 21.
Thank you.
That's 21 hits.
The other 2 were misses. So he bites into you, and you can hear sizzling as the residue of acid in his mouth begins to burn into you. You take 4 acid, and 18 piercing damage from the bite. And then Hagmar.
Am I out of the darkness?
No. Oh wait, not yet. Still darkness where you're at.
How do
Oh
I?
wait a minute, I forgot this guy.
This guy.
Yeah. Oh, good thing I remembered.
You can't.
Claw.
Huh?
Bite.
Say negative.
But these are all disadvantaged though, so I guess that would be 13,
Miss.
and then the bite. Missed.
If I can.
Dimension door to hell. Take them with you and then come back.
So can I cast Dimension Door and
Yeah.
can I just Dimension Door by the lake?
Yeah. You want to take him with you?
No.
Oh.
It says you teleport yourself from a current
You
location.
can take one person though with you.
I don't want to take the werewolf with me.
All right, so you're gonna go ahead and dimension door then.
Does he look any different at all?
Well, you're in darkness.
The darkness just
Will I
bit you.
provoke?
No.
You can do the Helen Keller, right?
I'm gonna. I think it's just that if I stay here, I'm gonna take a ton of damage. On a Dimension Door.
All right, move yourself to where you want to go.
It's square behind him.
You're gonna go in the water. Splash! Right next to
I was-
Malhavoc.
I have a swim speed.
Oh yeah, it's disgusting water though.
Swim speed.
There's lots of Snickers bars floating around in it.
Baby room.
It's a baby room.
Some Mars bars.
All right, is that all you do then?
If they're old,
That's your
they
action.
can be
Yeah, can I see in
zeros.
there?
No, it's darkness.
I was wondering.
There's sphere of darkness
Yes.
up on the ledge.
Can I help you?
I'm thinking what I can do here.
Surrender. You should surrender.
Just because I can.
Just drown yourself in water.
Just because I can.
All right, so you're gonna swim around in the water a little
Yes.
bit, just because you can.
Like I wear my sunglasses inside just because I can.
Ah. There you go.
There I'm in.
All right, so the dragon on its lair action dismisses the orb of, or the sphere of darkness, and suddenly an enormous cloud of insects pours in from the previous chamber and swarms the two clerics. So I need dex saves from each of you as they begin to. I'm sorry, Constitution saves. Constitution. They begin to bite and sting, and crawl into your ears.
13.
15.
15.
You're
You
blessed,
take
though.
half damage. You take full. All right. So you take 9 damage, and you take 4 from the bugs buzzing around you.
47. Yeah.
This is just his lair action. Whatever. Mitch.
Alright, I'm gonna attack. First one, 17.
17 misses.
21 for the second one.
That hits.
And my flurry. First one, 27. Second one was a 12.
Okay.
So that was what, one?
I think you did it twice, right?
Twice.
Did he take his Guardian of Faith?
Yes, I did that. Took 10 points of damage.
And he will need to make a dex save.
Okay.
The dragon? Yes. I'm tripping him.
failed.
He is knocked prone.
The dragon's tripping.
12 points, and it's magical.
How much?
12 points.
Okay. So you kind of hook one of his back legs and sweep it, causing him to fall prone. There's a loud thunk.
Louis tie knee him in the jaw.
You swept the leg.
Bowden.
I got my Cobra Kai
Okay,
outfit
I
on.
am going to move behind here. I'm going to repeat what Snog said in Draconic.
Okay.
And that's only a 14.
Okay.
And then I'm going to lay on his.
The dragon's like,
Well,
what?
actually, the persuasion was an action, wasn't it?
Persuasion is not an action. You're just talking.
Okay, so then I'm going to lay on hands for 35. And
I'm not gonna put that.
Okay.
Healing the dragon?
What?
This isn't the time or place, Paladin.
Antis.
hey, just be glad I'm not licking.
The insects aren't like keeping us there, right?
No, no. You're just in a swarm of them.
You go out, a big hand of them grabs you and pulls you back.
Did you benefit from the haste?
Would I benefit from
Yeah.
haste? Yeah. I get one extra attack.
And
My AC go up.
And I'll do a
There's a bunch of things, and there's a specific thing you
second
can do
level
with
cure
that.
wounds on voting.
Okay.
13, 17,
Now, Havoc, you're next.
20.
Haste. Plus 2 AC, advantage on dexterity, saving throws, additional attack action. I can use for dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. That seems pretty good.
Yeah.
Definitely maybe incoming.
So he can do that too. You get an extra bow shot.
Now, Havoc,
Shoot the dragon.
we're here to be your friends.
You never said friends. You said we weren't stealing this treasure.
Oh, so we're gonna kill you, but not take any of your coin.
So
Well, stop fighting us.
He's prone. Is that advantage?
Actually, for a ranged attack, it's a disadvantage.
Does he cancel it?
Huh?
He's prone. Is that advantage? Because he's prone?
Only for melee attacks.
So it doesn't cancel out?
No, you're at disadvantage.
19.
19 hits.
You got second damage?
Oh yes.
21 damage.
Okay.
Shot 2.
Yeah.
16.
Missed. All right, Snog. You're in a cloud of insects.
I'll move forward one. Will that get me out of the cloud?
Yes.
How many people are within 30 feet of me?
I don't know. 4, 3, 3.
So if I use my War Priest, I have to use the. I have to make the weapon attack. Alright, I'll go ahead and attack.
Let's be friends. Ha!
No, I don't want to be friends. I just want you to stop aiding the hags.
3.
Not the way that he wants to.
Stop fighting us, and we'll stop fighting you. We're here to destroy the hags. And wackadoo.
You have advantage because he's prone.
Yeah.
I got hit. 28.
You hit.
16.
16 damage. Is that right? Okay.
And I'm gonna War Priest it. That'd be it. Oh no,
That's War Priest do.
You get a second attack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
There's a certain limit in there or something.
use one of my channel divinities and So add 10 to that's 12, 15, 23.
Alright. You hit.
You get like a certain amount of things.
15.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And there's a combination lock that you'll have to like pick.
Just
Old school style.
Go into the opposite side and pee in Josh's shoes.
Watch out for
That's what I do.
Yeah, it's a toilet made by Nike.
Watch out for traps. Is there a mimic in there?
Yes. It's the toilet paper mimic though. So it's especially startling.
Yeah.
Alright, after Stog, it's the dragon. First, let us see if the breath weapon reappears.
Oh, whoa. You got to take damage from the
Oh, well, yeah.
Guardian of Faith.
Dex save is hot, really high, so he takes 10. Alright, breath weapon. Boom! Stog. He stares at you. His chest expands as he just blows a stream of acidic fluid all over you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
You have the D4.
Source water. Water should not be.
Come on. 20.
So
No. 9.
You have failed.
Yes.
No proof.
And I'm dead.
Well, let's see. Oops.
Just unconscious.
I'm down.
$47 points of damage.
Yeah.
So Snog is hit with the full blast of the dragon's breath weapon. And is knocked unconscious.
Things full of dragon's breath.
That's right. It's like Felix's breath before the surgery.
I don't think it's that bad.
Hagmar, what do you do? Well, hold on, no, werewolf. This werewolf is going to leap down. And this one looks bigger and meaner than the last.
Endeavor. Say good, sir.
This is you. Claw. Missed. Bite. 16.
On the button.
Constitution saving throw. Are you blessed?
Yes, I am. 20.
I like that.
You take 7
Yeah.
points of damage.
I gotta get a couple more of these.
You take 7
7?
points. Yes.
I deny it.
Roll the disbelief.
You can contact my lawyer on the damage.
Too bad. So sad. Hagmar, now what do you do?
Is the dragon still prone?
No, it got up on its turn.
I think I will. What do? Do I cast Fireball or Hasten Mitch?
Well, I don't know.
I
I think Mitch is out of range of a haste, isn't he? It used to be 30 feet. I don't know what it is now.
Oh, he's right next to it.
Well, he's
Oh, no.
dimension doored away.
I'm thinking of Mount Havoc. Him hasting Mount Havoc.
Yeah, I'm definitely out of range. I think I'm just gonna Fireball.
You're going to throw a fireball. Where are you going to throw it?
You put it between the two.
Consider it on Murden.
I think if I throw it, this one right there.
Okay. So you're going to wrap it around the two allies there?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So the werewolf needs to make a DC 15 dex save, as does the dragon. Werewolf fails. Dragon natural 20. Lots of 1s and 6s. How much?
30.
In character for a dragon.
Did you say 30?
Yeah.
Okay.
30 or 15.
Got it. Ah, the werewolf howls as he's caught by the
Now he
full brunt of the fireball. His fur smolders, but the dragon deftly throws Mitch in the way. All right.
I deflect the fireball, throwing it back.
Let's see. The insects. The swarm.
Well,
of
what I got
insects.
in insects too. So if I,
Well, they disappear this round.
okay.
You know what I am going to do? I'm going to have another wave come up and crash down. Let me make sure I can get all 4 of you. Oh, a wave pound. Oh, yes. Okay, so I need strength saves from the wizard, Malhavoc, Bowden, and Antis.
Can it be dexterity?
No, it has to be strength.
Ooh.
No, the wizard got a natural 20.
He anchors, he swims against the tide.
So
That's on camera
you're
too.
knocked prone and drug into the deep end. You're knocked prone.
I got 21.
Oh, sorry, wrong guy. Bowden.
I'll figure it
All right. Sorry, almost grabbed the wrong
Found a
dude.
piece of driftwood and got on it, like rode the wave.
Mitch.
out. Found a Mars bar. Just hung
Back to me again, huh?
Yes.
on to
Huh?
In a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, it's a big wave that crushes down and tries to draw you out.
Hey, did that wolf take dexterity save for the Guardian of Faith?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
It's within 10 feet.
he failed. So he takes 20.
Yeah.
So it's got 20 damage left.
Yeah.
Great face seems pretty good.
Mitch, what you doing?
2 attacks on the dragon, 17,
Missed.
and
So you're gonna ignore the werewolf there.
20 something,
20 something hits.
and then
How much damage you
8,
do? 8 damage to the dragon.
and then I'm gonna flurry
You're gonna furry.
on the werewolf.
You're gonna ignore the werewolf there.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Till now. The werewolf gets a 27.
You're attacking the werewolf now.
Yeah, with the flurry. 17.
17 hits.
Okay, 17, and the first one was a 27 on the werewolf. He'll need a dex save.
He failed.
Alright, he is knocked prone.
Okay.
He takes minimal damage for 10 points total.
Okay. How many key points do you have left?
2 now, because I am not doing that, so back to 3.
Okay.
But I will basically move this way.
Okay. So after Mitch, we've got Bowden.
So I would stand up.
That's 10 feet.
15, 20, 20. Okay, right there. I'm also gonna cast Brandon Smite,
Okay.
and then. Oh, let's see if I hit that part. So 26 hit.
26 hits.
So 7, 14, and 4 is 18.
18. So Bowden comes up to the side of the dragon, lifts Malhavic's sword above his head, and comes down right on the back of the beast's neck, slicing halfway through. The dragon falls prone, lifeless.
Negotiations are
Yeah.
Malhavik's bane.
He is now free from the hags.
Malhavik's
We have
bane.
freed you from the hags. Antis.
Run along, you're free.
So the dragon's still alive?
No, the dragon is not live.
Okay.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Anybody? Anybody? Somebody?
Jeff.
Anybody?
Let's get hold of Jeff. See what he'll do.
I don't want to make 3 deaths in 3 weeks.
You don't want to die again?
No, not if I can help it.
If I can get to you, I can pour a potion.
I've got potions. When you get to me.
I can get to you.
So I'll do.
I just need to get up. I can jump back. Back the wall.
That wolf needs to stay prone so I can scorch
Here
it right
and
it.
use
That's bad for you. It's a ranged attack against a prone target as a penalty.
channel divinity.
I thought we'd get advantage.
Oh, the other way around.
Melee gets
Preserve
advantage.
life.
Oh.
I'll give Snog 30 and have it 10.
I refuse to accept
and
those rules.
it will take you up to half.
Maximum of
That's
half.
why Trip the Dragon.
That's
figured everyone
30
was
isn't half.
pile on him.
Actual hit points.
So
It's
you
his,
give- you gave me
it's his
30?
healing
30
division.
and then it caps it.
Half.
Fireball says no to
Okay,
roll
that's
to
not half.
attack.
So
Okay. What is your total hit points?
64.
But the rest of it goes
So your eyes open. Alright, and it's Malhavik's turn. So you're out and you're like treading water. You're going to need to make an athletics check to try to swim to shore.
Did you get bless on that?
Yeah, I think you get blessed on skill checks, right?
I think it's attack, just attack.
Save throw.
Oh, so no bless.
2 plus athletics or acrobatics
Acrobatics.
plus 5, so 7.
Alright, so Malhavik's having trouble out in the water. He seems to have taken a lung full of water and is struggling against the tidal currents caused by the dragon.
Full with a baby Ruth in it.
Yes.
Bite size.
Do you want to try to dash? You can use your dash then if you want to try again.
Sure, okay. Then
Okay.
I'll also do.
You don't want to drown?
Not today. 21.
Alright, so you begin to swim to shore. What's your movement?
30.
Okay, so you get her right there. Swimming ashore. Okay, after Malhavik, we have Snog, who wakes up dripping in goo, an acidic goo.
I did not cast slime on you.
This is another Friday night for snowing.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, how far am I from the wolf?
Well, if you stand up,
That's
that's 10, 15, 20, 25.
Plus advantage for the prone wolf.
Alright. So,
Plus bless.
So Snog stumbles over there, still disoriented from being knocked unconscious by the acid goo, and swings. Are you gonna war priest it? He can't let that settle. Oh dear.
That's 12, 20.
20 hits.
13.
13.
Yeah. I think so
Okay.
too.
The werewolf needs a dex save.
Pretty good guiding
Or,
strike.
yeah. So he takes 20 more damage from the guardian and goes down.
And the guardian's gone.
Alright. You have defeated the dragon. I thought it would be a little harder, but you guys are an oversized party.
Let's swim to shore.
Alright.
Josh, you swim in the
So
water.
what do you think of that
Yeah.
fight?
I'm gonna swim
That was
ashore
like
too.
that fight.
Right
Yeah.
by the horde.
That's pretty
I
good.
expected it to be a little bit harder.
Thanks.
You
But
did
you know,
0
there
round
are
of initiative.
6 of us.
It means there is a mimic.
I mean, I'm used to your dragon.
Well, this is a CR7
Battles.
dragon, and you
Yeah.
guys are an oversized party of 7th level characters.
Yeah.
So the only hope for the dragon was if the werewolf significantly weakened you guys on the way in. But you know, one of the things I had to balance this fight was when I was planning the path that characters could take around the map. That it's conceivable that a 5th level party could have come in here. It's also conceivable a 6th level party could come in here, and it would have been a very different fight. So I had to plan for all eventualities.
So now that the fight's over, I officially present Mount Havoc with his own property.
Thanks for letting me borrow this.
Why, thank you.
Well, you're not out of the woods yet. You're still attuned to it.
Well, you might want to stay. I'll tell you to keep it until we get back to town.
Okay,
Or at least until we
so
get
there is a treasure hoard here.
Yeah, we need to check that for traps.
Let's write down the truth.
There is a chest in the
Hey, did we see where that last werewolf came from?
no,
Behind us.
because they were encased in darkness when.
Yeah.
Probably just snuck around
Yeah.
Who's going to check it for traps?
Hit on the ceiling.
the road.
Yeah, let's check the pile for traps.
Or
That's Mitch Bean.
Yep.
Can we pull the
Investigation.
can we
Oh,
pull
yeah.
our rogue out of the
road
bag?
Sunday.
You don't have a rogue in a bag.
Porter Road.
Oh, yeah.
That's John's.
Well, you can just roll investigation check to see if it's trapped.
21.
Let's see. It
Okay,
is
well,
trapped.
Kicks the pile of joy.
There appears to be some sort of explosive trap on it.
Oh. How do you roll to
The thieves' tool check.
That I have.
Don't fail by more than 5.
I'm gonna step 15 feet behind a back.
Okay. What? Why are you even sitting there adding up?
I was like,
He just could not believe how great he was.
yeah.
Okay, so you've disarmed the trap. So lying here in a heap are 1,200 gold pieces, 3,500 silver pieces, who's keeping track of
I
this?
got it.
There is a golden bird cage with an electrum clockwork canary.
Golden bird cage?
Uh-huh. A silver chalice inlaid with bloodstones. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay.
A golden idol of a lion-headed humanoid.
Billy Mays.
Okay.
An elaborately etched silver bowl.
Doesn't have my first sight.
Cereal in.
A gold and silver plated chess set with turquoise pieces.
Gold and silver.
Plated though. Not solid gold.
Didn't Stormcrawler
Yeah.
say you played chess?
Yeah, they did.
And-
Okay. So the clockwork canary, I don't know who. Now we're not converting these into gold because this isn't Adventures League. So someone's actually have to pick some of these items and they have a value to them. This clockwork canary is worth 750 gold. The silver chalice is worth 750 gold. The golden idol is also worth 750 gold. The etched silver bowl is worth 500 gold, and the chess set is worth 500 gold.
You have to roleplay selling it?
No.
Huh?
You have to roleplay selling it?
Yes, with persuasion checks and so forth, there's going to be some negotiation.
Are any of these magic?
I don't know.
I can cast Detect Magic once I have a rest.
Alright, so we'll pass
Inside the chest now. This was all outside of the chest.
Oh.
This is the pile.
This was just the pile. Inside of the chest is a potion of heroism, a potion of invisibility,
Okay.
a scimitar,
Okay.
a belt, and a fine suit of chain. Very light to the touch, clearly elven chain.
Is it mithril chain?
It's elven chain.
Okay. Pack all this stuff up. There's no seeing into this water, is there?
No. There is a bit of a current to it, though. So it leads somewhere.
Is there an opening, or does it look like it's over reach?
It's underneath. Like the water goes right up against the cavern wall.
I can work and swim.
Yeah, just what?
He just doesn't have a whole breath speed.
Would we be able to
Different
tell,
problem.
like, which area the current's coming from?
Well, the water's lapping up onto the shore.
I'm gonna cast a healing spell, or a healing potion, or drink a healing potion.
Cast healing potion. Mitch Bean casts punch.
I'm gonna drink a healing potion.
What color is the liquid inside the potion?
5, 6.
It sparkles.
It's empty.
It's a empty flask.
It's Crystal Pepsi. From the 80s.
Crystal Mountain Dew. Yes. That's what that Crystal Mountain Dew is.
Take
Take
it
your
down.
ice. It's just old Crystal Pepsi, and they just poured it in. They didn't know what to do with it. Like, you can't dump this stuff at 8 feet of concrete. Actually, in Monster eats through concrete.
What?
Alright. So what do you guys do? Are you guys gonna do any healing? I know several of you guys took an absolute beating.
And I can heal.
A little hurt.
It helped that you have 2 clerics in the party.
So you already healed me, plus with my healing, my hand I'm full, so. Take care of somebody else's.
I'll heal myself.
Alright. So,
Actually, I
Josh,
think
do you want to
Master had
ritual
rolled us
these
a body,
items, or
so
are
I
you
can
going to
heal
wait till you
myself
guys
for
get out of
18.
here?
I think we should wait till we get out of here.
And I've taken 17.
Should we go back to the lizard folk?
Um,
How long would it take to go back to the lizard folk?
It's 4 hours away.
I'm also immune to charm.
Okay.
right?
Yeah, identify that scimitar.
I'm gonna cast mass healing word.
Identify all that stuff.
He's going to do mass healing word, which is a 10-minute casting time anyway.
Okay, I guess I'll
Sit down.
Yeah, I'll identify
The scimitar,
the scimitar.
as you focus on the magics there within, is a +1 scimitar.
+6 to
So you
everybody.
guys think we should give
Plus
just
6
that
times
to
5,
the draw?
okay.
How much did you heal everyone for?
+6.
Oh,
I rolled a 1.
Surprise, surprise.
Oh, was that,
that's your wisdom modifier.
yeah.
I thought Jeff C brought you luck.
Yes.
More.
Felix.
Anybody got a problem with me taking the scimitar?
What is it?
+1 scimitar. No need to attune.
Who needs this?
I got a regular one. You can have that one.
My fists are magical.
I guess it's yours.
Alright.
My fists.
Do you want to identify the belt, Josh?
It's just +1 scimitar.
Now, the nice thing about the elven chain, Josh, is that anyone can wear elven chain.
Ooh.
No one needs a proficiency to wear it.
Should we wait till should we go on our way to the lizard folk camp? Because I want to get overran by werewolves.
You knew that there are many others. So, Josh, elven chain. It's a chain shirt. It's as a chain shirt in a player's handbook, but it's +1, and you can wear it even if you lack the proficiency to wear
I
it.
want the elven chain.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
We'll give you the oven chain. All you have to do is eat one bowl. Have it back to you.
No.
The whole bowl, and nothing but the
Dip
bowl.
the tune in there?
No.
It's
Well,
wash
I
it
hope
down
you
with
like
screaming
the
word.
way I look in my
No.
Or you frost?
So you guys gonna bail out of here then?
We might as well.
So how much does the elven chain give?
You So he just puts it on, I guess.
Yeah.
It's in the player's handbook.
Punch him and take it off.
When we tie him up, we're just gonna pull it off.
Yeah. You can't sleep in that.
I think we should check around a little bit more.
But you can be unconscious.
Felix, I think I can't check
I
it
want to do an investigation on the lower end,
Okay.
just around the walls, and see if there was anything we missed.
All right.
A 19.
You look around and you have thoroughly picked this area clean.
I think we should go back to the wizard folk.
All right, I'm gonna go up a level.
Okay. Into the. Okay, give me another con save. Just vile area.
14.
And the area obviously burns your eyes, burns your throat, but you're able to like keep it together.
Okay, I want to do another investigation check up here. See if I burned out my luck here. 16.
You don't really find anything of interest.
I'm looking at the walls and the ceiling.
Okay.
See if I can find where that werewolf came from.
Could it come all the way from the entrance for all you know?
Just one plus one.
It's +1 chain shirt.
So whatever
It's a
changes.
chain. It's the equivalent of a chain shirt, but it's +1.
Okay. So how much is that total?
So it gives you, Josh, a chain shirt.
It's in the player's handbook.
Gives you
Why didn't you look it
13.
up? Chain shirt.
I was looking at
Josh.
chain shirt.
Chain shirt.
13 plus your dex modifier.
So
+1.
2.
No.
13 plus 2 plus
But actually it's +1, yeah. So it'll be 14 plus your dex modifier.
1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 6.
So 16, Josh. Then you got an elven shirt in your gear until they take it from you.
Are we all heading out now?
We did get a couple of big spells too, so now might be
So
So,
it's always got grease on
with
the back
mage armor
burner.
18.
No, mage armor does not stack with that.
Yeah, so mage armor will not work now.
But shield, if your shield spell, if you ready that next time you rest, you can throw up shield as a reaction. If someone attacks you, give you 5 more points of armor for 1 round. Thunder wave is a reaction.
Protect people.
Are we heading out?
I'm not missing.
All right, so you guys
Yeah.
head out
Yeah.
the front of the layer here. Everyone make perception tests.
Natural 20 plus 5.
So Malhavoc, you look across the fetid pools,
19.
and of course the fog is dense here, so you can't really make out anything, but you can hear in the distance, pretty far distance, the howl of a pack of wolves.
Where we're going.
Well, you're just at the entrance now.
Well, the way we came, I guess.
It sounds like it's on the opposite side of the fetid pool, so it sounds south of you.
I want to stay here. Let's see if they come.
I don't know, because this is a pretty thin, narrow space between the entrance and the pool. I don't know if we want to be
We,
fighting there.
we could channel them though.
Yeah,
We got a defensible position.
But we don't really know where they are, so we don't know what position they're in relative to them. Or where they're coming from. They can bottle us, like us just as easily.
Are there trees?
There's some trees.
We can climb a tree and make some ambush and make a bunch of noise, see if they come.
I'm probably the only one that can't climb the tree.
What are you gonna do? Yell at
Can
them?
you roll for acrobatics to climb a tree?
It's an athletics check. Acrobatics is more balancing, that sort of thing.
That's once you get up there, it's bouncing on the tree limb.
I don't know. Pretty good at athletics.
You could go and fight them and or just stay here and try and get them here.
It's like it's hard to get up there, but once we get up there, I'm pretty sure you can stay up there.
Let's go after them.
There he goes. There he
Try to
goes.
find them.
You
Stay
do
here.
know that you were told there could be as many as 30 of them.
Or see if we can sneak around them and get back.
Yeah.
But if we kill them all, then that's less that the hags have.
Well, we got one changing right now.
But I don't think we can take 32.
Didn't you fail your?
Not that he knows of.
Hey, I got some wolfsbane. Do I know that he's changing or got bit?
He never told anybody.
Oh, private information.
You gonna keep that to yourself?
You make it, mate.
Yeah.
My wife painted that one.
Oh.
It's clear coated.
Okay, we're not waiting. I'm tired of waiting.
All right, you guys push on
That is really neat.
back
the
east, right?
We're gonna try to head back to.
How far away
Hey,
is
Mark,
the
we
full moon?
Huh?
I want to keep saying something
Thought it
about
was at least
going back to the lizard. But
That's 4 hours away.
was that part of our plan? I can't remember.
4 hours west. It's on your way back to town.
Because I figured that we can stop by.
You'll get if you're unless you're stopped by monsters, you'll get to the lizard folk around 4 or 5.
That's really cool. I go ahead and tell him.
I was bit
I've
by the
got-
werewolf.
Someone examine that.
I had.
I have I'm proficient in medicine.
Okay. I've got some wolfsbane.
Can I examine it?
Chew it up, spit it in
You can examine his wound. It looks fatal.
8.
How are you even alive?
You're super proficient there.
I've got a healer's kit and some wolfsbane.
Healer's kit's not gonna work.
No, but I've got some wolfsbane. Here,
With Wolfsbane.
take this. I shove it in your
Just
face.
shove like a dried bundle of wolfbane in my
Yeah.
face.
It's actually in an elixir form.
Oh.
Remember, it's prepared.
Oh, okay. I'll go ahead and drink it.
Take this, drink lots of water. Don't call me in the morning.
Is that another saving throw?
He gets a new saving throw. What's the new DC?
Bless.
Who's got the chart?
16.
16. And what else does it do?
If you want to use it.
Subject becomes
don't
poisoned
want
for
to
20 minutes and takes a level of exhaustion per dose.
All right. So you take a level of exhaustion, and you'll be poisoned for 20 minutes when you take it. But you get a new saving throw. And you're gonna give him a guidance.
I'm gonna bless him.
God.
Double
damn,
ones.
2 1s.
Oh, and now you're poisoned.
And he's poisoned for
And
20 minutes
exhausted.
and exhausted 1 level of exhaustion.
So disadvantage because of the poison.
Skill
That's what it was
checks.
anyway.
Oh, just yeah, you're right.
All right.
Do you have any more of that stuff?
Yeah, I do actually. I got
You
2.
want to take more, or wait till you get to the lizard folk?
Let's wait till you get to the lizard folk.
All right.
I don't think
I
I'm gonna
need
make
a
it.
survival check to begin the way back.
Who has the highest survival?
Our swamp ranger.
Okay.
Survival's only 2.
I got 14.
We can all go.
If you want to, you can start arguing over which way to go.
Everyone's pointing in different directions. I think it's this way.
So Antis says, "It's this way, guys. I know it." Snog says, "No, it's this way." And Malhavik says, "I think Snog's right."
I guess I can roll. I have +2.
Let's just go with the way the ranger says.
Oh, 21.
And the wizard says, "Yeah, let's go with what the ranger says."
Go my own way.
So you guys begin moving west through the fog. And as you move that way, make another perception.
Is it 17?
6.
14.
Several of
Is that
you,
17?
Yeah. that's
several of
16.
you,
20.
you could hear that you've left the sounds of the wolf pack behind. All right, so you're 4 hours from the Draprish lizard folk mounds. So I need. I also need. Before we go any further, after emerging from a black dragon's lair, we got to roll for disease. So first up is Bowden. You're immune. That makes it easy. Next up is Antis for roll. First D20.
8.
8. Okay, next D20. This is the actual save, con save.
14.
And you are good. Mitch B.
Can I be blessed?
It's a con save.
Yeah.
19.
I'll give you guidance. Which is, oh wait. It's
The first roll is to see which disease you got.
Okay.
What was that?
19
Okay. Second roll.
is a 14.
You are okay. Josh?
I can bless the 3 you guys.
Okay. First roll 10.
Okay. Second roll.
So 13, 14.
Malhavoc.
I bless you too as well.
Thanks.
Blessed me.
Yeah.
Natural 20? Plus 2, 22.
Okay, well the first roll is to see which disease you're saving against.
So don't fail
And
this.
then you roll the next one. Next save. Now you roll the save.
Natural 20.
Yeah, you're saving against swamp rot.
18.
You're okay. Lastly,
He gave me blessing, so that's a D4. Can I guidance myself on top of it?
no.
It's for ability checks, not saving throws.
What's the first D20?
5.
Okay, now roll the save.
What save is it? 10.
Con.
12.
Okay. So no one comes down with disease this time. That's interesting. All right, Malhavoc, give me a D20 check.
3.
All right. So you guys arrive back at the Rathrish Mounds, victorious.
Oh, we didn't cut off its head.
No, you did not cut off its head.
Well, if I had a better sword with me, I could have gotten all the way through instead.
Gary,
Did we need it, sir?
No.
you need to hide your head.
All right. So what are you gonna do now?
Well, let's go to, what time of day is it?
It is probably about 5, 6 o'clock.
How long will it take to get to Gray Cove?
You're like 8 hours away.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't want to go through the night through the
So
swamp.
should we just kind of go through loot?
You want to?
If we
But
want,
first,
identify
you
the
want to take
belts.
more wolfsbane.
Yeah.
You want another bless?
Take
All
a
right.
bless.
So you will, after the DC 16 save, you'll take another level of exhaustion, your second, and you'll be poisoned again for 20 minutes.
Okay, this is a Constitution.
No, yeah, Constitution.
Hey, I doubled mine.
2.
From the last roll.
So you have 2 levels of exhaustion now. What's the second level of exhaustion?
Poison?
Movement.
I'm poisoned for 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Half movement.
All right. Do you have any more wolfsbane?
I've got one more use.
Sure you don't want that bless?
What would a bless done with that?
Well, I don't know, but you want to get everything you can now.
All
This is
right.
your last chance.
Let's do it.
3. 1, 2,
You doubled
3.
it again.
Yeah, I did.
So
I
you have
doubled it
3
again.
levels of exhaustion, and you are sick as all get out.
So we're definitely
Great.
going to find a place to stop for him.
All right.
I'm like carrying 2 buckets right now. Emptying them every 5 minutes.
Where the fuck?
All right. Well, mark off your wolfsbane.
I did.
Werewolf, 2 buckets.
No more wolf.
So, Josh, do you want to identify the remaining items?
Yes.
All right. So the next item that you identify is either the belt. Well, you already it's the belt because you got the elven chain, right?
Yep.
So it's the belt.
Tell him what it is, Johnny.
These elongated faces on it.
No elongated faces.
Belt is 14, 16. If you wear this belt, and you take 14, it's 500 extra.
Josh,
Yeah.
you begin to examine the belt, concentrating your efforts, mumbling your incantations when it comes to you. This is a belt of dwarven kind.
I want it.
This is a belt of elven kind.
So, if a dwarf wears it, Your Constitution score increases by 2 to a maximum of 20, and you have advantage on persuasion checks to interact with dwarves. If you aren't a dwarf, you also grow a thick, full beard. You have advantage on saving throws against poison, and you have resistance against poison damage.
Say we give it to the other
You have dark vision after range of 60 feet. You can read, write, and speak, read, and write Dwarvish if you're not a dwarf.
I'd like it.
You want it?
You already got a magic
Only
item
help
today.
with beard.
He just wants a big, fat, elven beard.
I want to learn how to speak Dwarvish. That's
You don't need to learn how to speak Dwarvish.
say you.
It's just Cockney.
It's jive.
Well, you took the Uin stone, and I wanted the Uin stone.
That was last week. This is me. You got
You got elven chain. Fine elven chain now.
Don't you have like 3 attainments already?
Wait, isn't it 2 items?
Oh yes.
Okay. So I
I'm
don't.
just waiting eventually they'll be able to
So, can I have the?
Does anyone object if the dwarf takes the belt of dwarven kind?
Now,
Except for the other dwarf that's not here.
What if we make him
If you
give
wanted
up
to
something?
object, you should have.
Huh?
So what if we make him give up something?
They can give up his armor for it.
No.
Like
Put
a
it on
treasure hoard, I painted
Put it
that.
on Hagmar's.
okay.
I did fully expect something to come out of it.
Who's getting the scimitar?
Dead treasure.
Malhavoc took the scimitar. And now you have your sword back.
What's the potion
Maybe.
of heroism do?
Maybe.
Do you need it?
Nope. I've got
Not
a
if it's gonna
basic
be a
warning
werewolf.
also. So
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if, I didn't want to like take your magic weapon and
no,
do
the basic
nothing.
warning is a magic weapon, so I'm good.
Okay.
It's +2. So D8.
So it's a +2 longsword. Your frostbrand. How much cold damage did it do?
D6.
1d6 cold.
Who took the potions?
Oh yeah, there's a potion of heroism and a potion of invisibility.
What's the potion of heroism do?
I'll take it.
Potion of heroism does cool things.
Yep.
So while you get into that, I'm gonna Mason.
Since everyone else has snatched up 2 and 3 items.
I think you
haven't
could
gotten
use the
any.
potion of invisibility.
You haven't gotten anything?
No, there's nothing I really.
He's a monk.
About the only thing was the stone. That would help.
You have an Uin stone, don't you?
No.
No, I
Who's
got
got
that.
that?
He took it.
I did.
We can get that back from.
Oh, I know. I
Thief.
just stunned him.
Let's just catch up here.
Potion of heroism.
Potions actually work pretty good for
For 1 hour, you gain 10 temporary hit points.
I'll get a Mitch.
And you are, for 1 hour, under the effect of a bless spell.
Oh yeah, that is definitely.
Who's gonna take the
I don't
potion
do
of
that.
invisibility?
I don't.
The hair was everything.
Huh?
One of the sneaky.
I don't probably the potion of heroism.
I'll just hold on to it.
Invisibility is what they're talking about.
I think that the
think
the ranger should
take
get
The
it.
other ranger. We don't know if the other ranger will be back or not.
I don't think she will, according to what she said.
You
want
wanna
to
be
have a
invisible?
beard.
Sometimes I am. But this would be completely different. But yeah, it's probably best for me.
What's that?
So it's probably best for me, because then I can actually just be invisible. So having to just stealth through things.
It lasts for 1 hour unless you make an attack.
Okay, now Havoc gets the potion of invisibility. And none of the other items were magical.
Nope. Can I see a pencil?
We'll probably see
Show it
I broke the pencil.
Driggle Draggle
to him. Yeah. See.
about the
That's what happens when you lay
clockwork
half
bird
stuff, he
cage.
breaks it.
Well, now I know.
The rest of it could probably be
No,
checked
it's half
by Gordon Corral. What's his name?
Soren Corallo.
Yeah. Well, except for the chess set. He plays chess.
My buddy rolled up
Yes.
the same
Yeah.
running G.I. Joe.
Yeah, just have a little talk with him
And
anyway.
we made up
Yeah.
characters, code names.
But he would probably be interested in buying the rest of it.
G.I. Joe toys that we used them.
The fact that he's getting that done.
We sold in Springfield.
I want to go see the Durgle Draggle anyway.
So you want to just go pick a fight with
There was
Soren?
there was a
It's
code
not really
base
picking a fight.
underneath the
It's
mall.
like giving my sword. I'm just like, my sword.
It's mine.
Well, this isn't over
That
yet.
little upstairs,
Let's go to the
appliance
Druggle
department
Draggle.
name on it.
Talk about.
Well, first you're 8 hours away from there.
Oh, we're still at the.
You're in the with the lizard folk.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's rest.
And it's like 6.
Remember the original TV show?
So Josh,
What?
We got to tie
night's
Josh
beginning to fall.
Up. We got to tie Josh up.
Who has the rope of climbing?
I do.
I want silk rope.
Whoa. You need 50 shades.
50 Shades of Hagmar.
I should write them an email asking about that.
Give him a little.
You're
Give him
gonna-
give him a little chain, and he thinks he's invincible. He's gonna talk
Is
to us
is
like
Hagmar
that.
tied up now?
I don't know. Are you tied up,
Literally, we're
Hagmar?
putting a knot in
I
your
want
mouth.
to. I want to write detect magic in my spell book.
All right. So that takes 2 hours and 50 gold pieces.
And a list.
Is there food available with the lizard folk?
Yeah.
I know they're not keen on valuables or anything.
I think I might put shield in there instead.
Can we talk to our friends that used to be here?
Yeah, I might put shield.
You could do 2. I mean, that's 4 hours. You have 6 o'clock. And it would be 100 gold then.
Okay,
Russ gonna heat up.
I'll do that. Shield and detect magic.
So how are you going to adjust your spell?
So
I didn't write their names down.
I'll just
Russ.
Aegisk is their tribal leader.
Aegis.
Aegisk.
Aegisk.
Yeah.
I'll mark off mage armor, and put on shield, and I'll just ritual cast detect magic.
I think you still have to memorize the magic to ritual casting.
Is that how it works for ritual?
I believe so. Still have to have the spell prepared.
Unless you have one of those feats.
Ritual caster.
Hey, who are the other 2 lizard folk?
Russ gonna
Vrask and Akita. He just did. Just now.
I'll update him again now. Are Vrask and Akita around?
Oh yeah.
Let's check on them, see how they're doing.
Well, they're fine. They're rebuilding, doing their thing, you know.
And
The lizard folk are haven't had many run-ins with the hags, but then again, they tend to stick to the northern part of the swamp, the northwestern section of the swamp. So they don't have much trouble with the hags.
have they seen any more gnolls?
No gnolls. They've been scattered.
Have they any other information?
Nothing to speak of. I mean, they're kind of busy in rebuilding at this point.
Any do they have a healer in their group?
They have like a kind of a mundane healer, you know, somebody that knows,
Herbs and
herbs
spices.
and
Do they have any herbs that they can spare?
no,
No,
they were
trade
crushed
for
by
it?
the gnolls.
I'm gonna try to find one thing so you can get me all 6 levels of rust in one day.
Well, what, we had moonlight now? Soon we do. How far away from the moon? Full moon?
Oh, I had a note of that.
Yeah, I know we're close.
Yeah, we'll find out
Yeah,
soon.
no, we're close. I just wanted to see if it's like tomorrow,
Happens
Wednesday.
tonight.
So go outside and make a survival check.
Everyone's sleeping.
Natural
He's
one.
slaughtered.
Natural one. You look up, it's foggy, it's hard to tell.
I got 9.
It's very foggy out. Blocks the moon. Though there is a glow, so the glow of the moon in the fog makes you think that it's coming close.
Alright. You want to see if there's, you want to check for herbs on the way back tomorrow?
Yeah, we're always looking. Yeah. We're at across the street already. Yeah,
Okay.
Alright.
And I guess we'll rest. Eat, rest. Ask them if is there anything that they need that we can help them with?
So, Hagmar, they tie you up after you add the 2 spells to your spell book. Snugly tie you down. Lizard folk,
Rope knot.
Gag him and bag his head.
it knots around his neck. The lizard folk kind of look perplexed at you. But
Better for all
it is. It seems to be the way of your people, so they accept it. This is a ritual of your own people. tie up. It's good luck to tie up one of our companions each night.
Trust me. Keeps everyone's head on their shoulders. It keeps getting tied up. Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't make s'mores tonight.
Yeah. Never make s'mores on the night Hagmar's on watch.
So, Josh,
Mm-hmm.
I need a wisdom saving throw from you. Oh dear. A 3.
And here we go.
So Hagmar
Killing Hagmar.
is
Of course you roll
beset by an assault from the hags. They just torment you mercilessly all night. He shrieks. He violently tosses and turns. It's much worse than it had ever been before. He is almost as if he's under the effect of some delirium. As he doesn't even appear to be asleep, though he is. And you can actually watch as he lays there, as these wounds begin to open up in his skin, just fillet open in his skin. Hagmar, in addition to being exhausted, the next morning, you take 5 points of damage.
Can I make a hit die?
Huh? No. You have no benefit from this rest.
Well, of course I do.
But the next day rolls around, and with it, the hope of a new day.
Not for me.
Hagmar had a terrible evening, and he seems particularly distant and withdrawn from the rest of you.
What's wrong, buddy?
What'd you see?
He looks at you,
Is he
a
untied yet?
claw mark down the side of his face. His shirt is bloodied. And there appears to be like human-sized bite marks that just seem to appear in places around his body.
Shouldn't
What
play
you
so
been
rough
doing?
with the hags, Hagmar. Shouldn't play so rough with the hags, Hagmar.
Yeah, so you're tied up with simple.
Should have asked for hemp rope.
But the
Naughty, naughty Hagmar.
the friction would have caused a fire.
Oh,
And you would have been
The
sold that
brush
way.
fire.
But maybe if it would that would help sleep.
all right. So you guys want to set out back for Quag Cove now?
Can I sleep in the boat?
And we're looking for herbs.
Gonna look for herbs.
I guess
We can tie you
specifically
to the
most
bottom
of
of the boat.
Can we
Okay.
look for
Those are
herbs?
survival checks.
Herbs.
How many you want?
Peaches and herbs.
Well, how slow you want to go? If you want to go full speed, the 8 hours back to town, you'll get 1 roll.
Is that our option of half speed, full speed, and quarter speed?
Yeah, that sort of thing. I mean, I'll give you more rolls the slower you go.
So
Does
8
everybody
hours
get
or
to roll?
16 hours.
No, or you could do 9 hours, 12 hours. I mean, however you want to work it, we'll work something out.
We'll start out.
I mean, you could say, okay, we're going to travel for 4, and then we're going to stop and search for 2.
I'd say
Or you could just say, we're going to go, and just search along the way and not stop.
Takes us 8 hours to get there. We'll stop every hour. We'll walk for 10 minutes each time.
So about a 10-hour trip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does everybody get to check?
I'll give you each one roll per 10, not each player, but one roll per stop.
Each player can go if they want. With beer,
Well, I'm just saying, in general, you're
Yeah.
going to get one roll per stop.
yeah. One. That's like we can go for every time. Just like
Yeah.
Unless somebody
Of course,
doesn't
you
wanna
just,
do
you
it
just
because
want to
they're
do the
crappy
highest, people with the
survival.
highest survival.
Yeah.
I got a +3.
I'm +1, so
Mine's a 2. So
mine's a 2 for survival.
Hagmar's exhausted.
Can
You
I
have a
s-
level of
I got
exhaustion.
2 level exhaustion too, so.
Wait, you only have one.
So you and me check?
No, I had 3, so I
yeah,
got
you guys just go back.
Oh,
and forth.
okay.
one over.
Alright, I'll
So
check.
go back and forth with check.
Okay.
Zero
9.
place for exhaustion.
You don't find anything.
20.
20. All right. Who has the list? Roll a d20.
List of what? Herbs.
13.
What's the 13th item on the list?
Hey, Bright.
All right, you find some eyebright. Roll a d4. 3 uses of eyebright, which is actually very useful.
We did.
Yeah.
On the way to the
How many
Gray Coven,
times are we
sleep
checking
in the
now?
boat.
2 or?
That was 2. That's 2.
So 6 more rolls. So we'll do the rolls first just to get them out of the way.
13?
You did not find anything.
15.
You found something. Roll a d20.
Yeah.
20.
Natural 20. Just pick from the list.
Wolfsbane.
You want to? Okay, d4 for Wolfsbane. Blah 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 blah. 1 use of Wolfsbane.
Use a different die.
No, I ain't getting near that stuff, man.
Alright. Damn it. 12.
That's 10.
Okay.
12.
No.
That's 6.
So 1 roll
Was
each.
it?
We had 8 because we
Oh,
were stopping
8.
every hour.
Ooh, 22.
13.
Okay, so roll a d20.
15.
What's 15th on the list? D4?
1.
1 juniper.
What's the juniper?
If chewed during a short rest, Juniper heals 1 hit point for this.
Mitch, roll me a d20 for the first half of your leg.
13.
Alright, so the first half of your journey, it's hot, it's humid, but nothing too out of the ordinary. Hagmar has not said a word during the entire trip. He sits in the canoe, his head down, and basically huddles to himself. You can see that he's wringing his hands so tightly that it's cutting the circulation off to his fingers.
We get worse.
Byron, second leg of the journey. Go ahead.
16.
Okay, 16. All right, roll percentile dice for me.
Blue's high. 60.
Okay, so you guys are moving along in your canoe when suddenly the wind begins to kick up. The fog swirls around you, and this swirling wind seems to follow you as you travel west. The temperature bottoms out as rain begins to fall and turn into sleet. What had been a hot and humid day is now a frigidly cold. You guys are
Someone's
completely,
causing this.
completely unprepared for the cold. So everyone needs a con save.
Kill that wild boar and make it
17.
18.
15.
Unnatural
23.
Minus 5.
You take another level of exhaustion from the cold.
You're at
I can
3.
give you. I have some tamarisk.
What does Tamarisk do?
Just to round it out.
Once per week during a short. Yarrow root, while chewed, expresses the poison exhaustion conditions for 1 hour. That's pretty much the only thing. But tamarisk is, I would believe, removes the level of exhaustion.
It's burned, right?
Yeah, when it's burned, when you take a short rest.
Here, smoke some tamarins.
Alright. But
So basically
this
get two.
storm seems to follow you until you're just short of Quag Cove when it lightens up. So when you arrive in Quag Cove, suddenly the burst of heat, insects, humidity hits you like a wave. Ugh. And it seems like this unnatural storm stayed with you for hours.
I know what a TV dinner feels like.
That's right. But you have arrived back in Quag Cove.
And it's dark, right? Night.
Yes, it's night. Alright, let's do XP, and we'll pick up here next time. So the experience for today should be pretty good.
Or are we doing gold?
You guys can decide how you want to split up those magic or those treasures.
I said we hold on to it till next week because we've got to talk to a bunch of people to get rid of the items.
Well, someone might want one of the items too.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, we can split up the gold and silver now if you want.
Split it down with the actual items.
Yeah.
I want you to go identify Odians.
Huh?
One identify Odians.
Identifying what?
Odians.
The actual tavern?
It's Zodiac's Battle Lord.
You want to cast identify on the inn?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's magical.
He
It's the
thinks
only
so.
clean place in the entire freaking place. I want to know why.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
So are you dividing up gold 6 ways?
1,400 experience points.
What was that?
1,400.
1400.
Alright, that's 200 gold.
So where does that put you?
It's silver.
3810.
38,010?
Yep.
So where does that
No, that's not right.
No.
Wait a minute.
I've got
25,
410.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25, 410? 25,
I got
410.
25, 10.
I
25,400.
added a zero on
Okay, so
There should only be
how shy of 8th level does that put you?
We're 34,003.
Okay. Interesting.
8,500.
Interesting.
That's 200 gold pieces a
I
person,
wrote it down this
Yeah.
way.
and 583 silver pieces, 0.3 repeating
I was going to convert that to gold.
silver pieces.
Alright. Hagmar definitely seems worse for the wear, having traveled this journey. He's disheveled. Non-responsive.
Add another 58.3, or 58 gold.
3 silver.
So 258 gold and 3 silver.
258 gold, 3 silver. Nice. It's a good haul. Alright, awesome.
I bet they overwhelmed it by now.
It's probably still sitting underneath the docks.
The clockwork dog,
Rusting.
they were pretty upset over Oriana's death, yes. So you don't know.
We never did find the key, did we?
No, the key was left in the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The key to the dog was left in it.
You buried her on Brother Gwern's Green Island.
Timbo was
His
the only one
island
that...
is actually turned into a graveyard at
I
this
think I
point.
would have put the dog on her grave.
Okay.
As a gravestone?
By that.
Timbo was
Giant
the only one that
golem.
wasn't buried by the time we left.
Yeah.
Alright. Something is afoot. Thank you, gentlemen. So, next week, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to play or not. We'll figure something out. I'll let you all know, obviously, well in advance. Yeah.
I don't know if I will be out on the